Welcome to my rants, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to my rants. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to my rants. 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 Welcome to my rants.
Spanish Wednesdays, we don't forget our heritage. We don't forget what we do. And that's just me. And if you don't like me, then you don't like me. You don't have to watch. It's that simple. If there's people better than me, go get them. Go get them, Buckeyes. No, can you believe these dudes out here thinking they know football better than me, stocks better than me, life better than me? Nah. Anyway, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the warrants that aren't there. Let's talk about the warrants that are there. So, yes, I have seen that every single person, now mind you, we have like 15,000 people here, and I get messages from everybody all the time, and they're telling me, I didn't get my warrants, I got my warrants, we're talking about GameStop warrants. Hell, I got a phone call this morning at 6 a.m. from one of my buddies, and he was like, oh man, what do I do with these 11 warrants? And I'm like, well, one thing, you buy more shares, stop the bullshit. I grew up on Los Angeles de Azules, Real Music Real. Real music, folks. Yeah, man, you ain't lying, bro. They got that what is it, 17 years? Yeah, it's coming up, too. I might have to play that one later on. New friends, how you guys doing out there? That's what the song was saying. Oh, fishy, fishy? Everywhere I look, I see you. Cool. Yeah, whatever it says, bro. I don't even know Spanish. I just play the music, bro. That's all I do. I got to read the chat. I got to pop out the chat. I got to catch up with you guys. But I was talking about warrants. And for all of you out there that still buy what is it called? Is it Overstock? Who buys Bed Bath & Beyond shares? This is crazy. That was a slap. Bro, that shit slaps, bro. Have you heard that Christian song called This Slaps? It's actually pretty good. It's like some wannabe hard rapper from like Stockton. This slaps. This slaps. I mean, boom, whatever. Endgame, what's happening? Let me tell you. Never met a Mexican with the last name Warrants. Still haven't either, AA. I still haven't met a Mexican with the last name Warrants. What in the world? One, I'm not Mexican. And two, my last name's not Warrants. What the hell is going on with America, bro? We're from Texas. That's it. We're Texans. We're from Texas, and my other grandparents, they're from Puerto Rico. The other grandparents, I guess they came from Spain, according to 23andMe. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. I would have never did it without you. No. And you know what? The 23andMe thing is Rico. Rico did 23andMe, not me. Rico did it. I just took his answers. Why not? We're the same dude. We're twins. I haven't met anyone with the last name either. Gamon. Oh, órale, güey. Hey, ¿qué tal? No mames. Pásame. Who knows, bro? I don't know shit, bro. I just stand there and be like, go to a restaurant. I'm like, what do I want? Mommy, what do I want to buy? Yeah, well, I'll take some enchiladas, yeah, con queso, yeah, okay, good, all right, that was cheese enchiladas, right, cool, okay, and ¿quién es aquí? Es un chile relleno, si quieres chile relleno, oh, yeah, an omelet, chile relleno omelet, okay, good, ¿sabes qué? Dame un horchata, por favor. Sure, buddy. You know what? I actually had a really good night the other night. You should give your bro half of the test. Yeah, no, bro. So I went to dinner the other night. I took my wife out, and I've been wanting to spend more time. And I said, "Hey, Mom, this is what she said. She go get the kids food." Hey, bro, my dogs are barking at the trash truck, bro. And they can't calm down because my daughter keeps the window open so they could look at shit. And they're looking out the window and they see the trash truck. At least I know my dogs are working, bro. Hey, do you mind? Tito! You want to calm down, bro? I had Tito with me all day yesterday, bro. Oh, this guy he was sitting here in the studio with me. He's like the good old times, Dad. Yeah, we know. You guys don't remember. Dude, these guys, I can't, guys. Hey, Tito. Come here, Tito. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. Come here. Come here, boy. Yeah, you excited, huh? You excited? You missed the show? Do you miss these guys? Tell Lovey to calm down. This is Tito with his ears up, bro. And look, he's ready to go after Lovey, our other dog. Tito's now a pit bull. Tito's my watchdog now, bro. I can feel his heart beating. You guys don't know, but I saved this dog from the parking lot. It was 120 degrees that day, and I saved him. And he was so excited that day. Like, he's ready to run out the room right now. But Warrant's going to 32. Oh, okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. Hold on, guys. Go, Tito. Go. Behave, bro. Calm down. And now they're chasing the trash truck because they see it drive off, so then they run to the house, and now they're following it through the house. They think it's coming through the doors, bro. I don't understand. We're gonna have to take a break because these dogs are not gonna stop. The trash truck is here. I'll be right back. Dogs, Tito and Lovey, running the house, protecting it on trash day. Appreciate you, bros. Oh my God, what would I do without you? Let's find out. How about that? I've told my wife that many times. Baby, let's find out. Let's find out what these dogs are going to do. Okay, hey, I'm going to answer all the chat questions, everything you guys ask. Obviously, you do a super chat. You'll be front of the line, whatever it may be. I'm going to get through the chat. I also have to go over updates, things that are happening on the market. Obviously, we're going to talk about warrants. The warrants, if you guys are looking for Bed Bath & Beyond warrants, I know the cutoff date was the 2nd. They will not be tradable until the 13th. So they're giving them 2 weeks of slippage or whatever the hell they're going to do. But they won't be tradable until the 13th. That's their 8K press release that I read. Not that I care about Bed Bath & Beyond at all. That's overstock. That's not even a real thing for these people. But just in the world of warrants, if you want to know how they work or look at them, it's a terrible example because that company makes no money. They're terrible. They're not GameStop, right? But I'd be curious to see how it trades, considering GameStop is a profitable company. GameStop has a lot of upside. We do have a $5 super chat right now. I believe this is going to be Derek. Derek just sent $5 to say, "You're the man, Marantz." Hey, Derek, you're the man. Derek is stacking warrants right now like they're, I don't know. Like they're Where's Waldo? Like, this guy's stacking so many damn warrants. I saw him just flooding. Now, I know a lot of people are. I bought a warrant today. Yes, one warrant. I bought one. And I bought it for $3 and some change, $3.93. And it's currently trading around like $3.80. That's the flat line. Everybody found out what they're going to be worth today. $3.80. Cool. Are people going to go look for those warrants? I'm sure they are. There's a limited supply of warrants. And people want to hoard them, especially if you're betting on GameStop going up. If you think GameStop's going to be over $32, then it would be ideal to get a warrant. But we're going to talk about it because people called me on the phone. I had people message me not understanding what the idea is or what's happening now that they're in your account. You guys see them, and they're worth, let's just ballpark and call it $4. So GameStop awarded you a $4 certificate. It's called a rights offering, and that's a warrant. You have the right to buy a share at the strike price that GameStop has agreed upon. GameStop came out and said $32 is the price of the warrant. How many people want to exercise at $32 is anybody's guess, right? But you can, and you can help generate funds for GameStop. Now, if you anticipate that within the next year, the stock price that you see today of $24.83 is nonsense, which we all agree it is. Considering fair value and metrics that you measure the market on, there's nothing out there that's going to tell you that GameStop should be $24.85. I don't care who tells you anything. I don't care which guys think they went to college and they think they know. Let me tell you something. You may have gone to finance in college. All of you CPAs, all of you want to be Wall Street guys, but there's a reason why Wall Street doesn't cover this stock. So none of these smart guys want to cover this stock because it makes them look stupid, and it will. Secondly, when you go to school for all the finance in the world, okay, I don't care what semester you decided to take some type of finance course, you went for 3 months. You went for two hours a day for the next 6 months, whatever it may be. I assure you, the viewers of this channel, myself included, which, by the way, I've never missed a live stream. Have you? I've never missed a live stream. We've done more hours. We've done more research. We've done more homework, just more knowledge on the market, trading and investing than any of these kids with the 4-year degree. That's why when you come here to the channel and you understand what you learn via private equity, via circular finance, and then, of course, GameStop, then you know how to see the market from a very far apart. You know, you look, you go, whoa, $4,000 in gold? How does that make sense? Like right away, you're like, this is crazy. Well, nobody believes in the market, really. The all-time high market, people are pulling money out and going over to gold. They're going to something safe to them. But when does it stop? It never stops at this point. If you actually looked at what happened during the dot-com bubble, you had gold at $200 to $300 an ounce. 20 years later, 25 years later, it's at 4,000. People are finding safe havens everywhere, but some people don't let them go. It's what that guy told me at that time when I interviewed him. What was his name? Mr. Faber. He said, "Warrants, people will sell everything but their gold if they're smart. And instead of selling your assets, you sell all those personal belongings you have before you ever sell gold. You sell everything." And I never thought about it that way. And then I saw, okay, well, when people need money, what do? They sell their shares. Shares of something that they don't believe in. Shares of something that they already got a good run on. I'm living proof. I sold a significant amount of Costco shares yesterday. And I was happy to do it. And I'm not afraid of it. And I was like, okay, I had a good run. I more than doubled my money. I'm good on the investment. What's next? Because I've run that course. Now I'm going to be coming over to GameStop and putting more money in. And I guarantee, like, this number's different already. I have more than that already. I have more than this, the 1,300. I have 66 now because I bought $6 today. And because I bought $6, it took the 8.5 and it made it into one more share, the fractional part. $6 is a lot of money to me. I bought $6 worth of GameStop and I bought $4 worth of Warrants. There you go. I bought $10 today. I'm splitting it down the middle, but I'm going to keep adding. And when you guys see the number go up significantly, I'll let you know. I didn't increase this number yet. It should be 13 right there. But when it increases, I'm going to let you know. And you guys are going to be like, okay, I get what Warrants is trying to do. But let's just talk about it from an arbitrage standpoint. What are you trying to do with Warrants? Everybody. The bulk of people, which, believe it or not, the bulk of people have the ability to buy Warrants right now. There is a small amount, albeit they're here in the show, and I don't mind. Those individuals are not allowed to buy Warrants. They can only liquidate. They can only downsize. If you look at our Discord, which is completely free, it always will be. Our Discord, the messaging of our Discord, if you look at it, people are showing you screenshots of where they're not allowed to increase their Warrants. They're only allowed to sell. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's going to happen to some people, but you just got a free $4. Okay, let me just ballpark it for you. Plain and simple, you got a free $4 if you're going to sell them. Now, do short sellers need your Warrants? To the tune of around 6 million Warrants they need if you saw how many shares were short. But we don't know what the requirements are, what the rules are, or how they're being implemented. We don't know. We just don't know. We don't know if they're, somebody's loaning. Imagine if you had shares and you don't plan to exercise at all. And you go, okay, now I have all these Warrants I can give to somebody because I'm never going to exercise these Warrants that were given to me. Well, there you go. Now this position's covered. This is why I told you Tony De Niro and the rest of the guys who were pumping this idea, Bruce Almighty, the rest of the guys who were out there telling you this is going to happen, they're done. No, that's not what's going to happen. See, I'm not worried about the Warrants at all. I'm not here to manipulate markets or positions. I'm here to raise $1.9 billion for GameStop. That's what I'm here to do. There's a super chat right here. It says, buy a warrant on me, Rick James. I did, and thank you, and I will. I told you, money comes from YouTube a month later. I don't get it today, but I hear you. I'm just taking things slow right now until this afternoon. If I get the knock on the door that I'm looking for, it's going to be a very good year. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting on a package that is certified, on a check that's certified, and you guys won't see me for about a day because I got to go to the bank. I got to process stuff. I have stuff to do. But I'm expecting, I'm expecting what you guys are all expecting. The greatest movement of all time to bring fruit. And it's GameStop. And when will it do it? I don't know. and I don't care. I don't care about manipulation of the market. I just don't, guys. You know what I think? I think that whenever you look at leverage, like gold, I'll show you gold. Like I'm going to explain gold to you guys. By everyone running over to gold and getting out of bonds, right? Because that's where the money comes from. If you're not familiar with your money on the sideline, there's these fixed market accounts, these money market accounts, and they expect a return of some kind. Well, when the market gets dropped down via the Fed says, hey, we did a price cut. Boom, bonds come down, a smaller yield. Then they go ahead and go, we got 2 more price cuts this year. Well, no one's going to sit here and wait for these damn Fed decisions to happen. They're going to go ahead and take their money out now and go jump into something, and they're going to go over to gold. And that's what's happened. You saw gold go from 3,500, 3,600, and then just go escalate like within a week from 36 all the way to 4,000. And that's crazy. But it just means that because the Fed made a decision, people are willing to come out of the bond market at this time. Okay, so you don't have that. What you're going to have now is what they thought they were going to have. They thought they were going to have people come out of bonds and go straight to securities. That did not happen. And because that didn't happen, you now have people leveraging so far on the S&P, it's going to be heavy. It's going to be so heavy, the market, that it has to have a retraction, that it has to collapse, because inflation is a real scare here. The more you keep dropping rates, now you have your dollar being devalued. I'm just telling you what's about to happen to you. And we're looking at it because I've seen companies fold. I've seen companies get margin called. And so that we know, when they're getting margin called, that's because they're going bankrupt, right? Numerous companies. And even a fraction of CVS. CVS today announced that they're cutting off one of their arms because they got sued, and it was like some big deal, but like almost $1 billion worth of one of their holding companies. And you're like, man, $1 billion is a lot on a sheet. That's a lot. I mean, it would crumble a lot of people. But you see these banks coming out with first brands. I mean, these guys are upside down, and it has exposure to Jefferies. They have exposure to UBS. And that's where I wanted to have exposure. I wanted to have exposure in both because I know they have exposure to GameStop. I think this market is inflated, and the circular finance that's being engineered right now, I think this has the potential to implode based off of neglect. Let me show you this flow chart, okay? And I'll take myself off the screen so you guys can see it completely. This is what's happening to your market, okay, guys? Just so that we're clear. This is a flow chart that shows you, we'll start with NVIDIA. And you see all the blue lines coming out. It's funds or investments into B. So NVIDIA has investments into certain things that in turn invest it right back into the people that are investing into NVIDIA. Does that make sense? The more yellow coming into you, just so that we're clear, the more yellow coming into you is money going to you. So when you look at NVIDIA having the same amount of funds leaving versus what's coming, that's really bad. They have so much coming into them, and they're holding up the market themselves, NVIDIA. What you don't see on this is that Supermicro Computers, where they actually get their funding, is actually what we call related parties. So Supermicro Computers, not only do they get funding via all these instruments, they also have their own related parties within. So the focus of this flowchart is not nearly as complex as what is actually happening in the stock world. Because you will see private equity loaning money to CoreWeave. You will see Dell and Oracle. You know, Oracle's very particular. Yesterday had a huge drop off, $10 a share just falling out of the sky. And if you read Oracle's 10Q from last quarter, they said that they were down on data center revenue from 12 billion to 5 billion, and nobody batted an eye. Nobody cared. They were just like, oh, who cares? Because people claimed that they were giving money to Oracle. OpenAI said they were going to give money to Oracle. Okay, well, then there you go. Well, where did OpenAI get their money from? NVIDIA. So Oracle giving money back to NVIDIA? NVIDIA's buying their own shit. I mean, we've talked about this for 2 years now. Been showing you different diagrams. I drew one before. Here's another one here. And what it really tells you is that this can fall down at any time. It's very scary. But now it's mainstream media. Like, everybody notices. Everybody's watching. So when Oracle announces they lost $100 million on rentals of the Blackwell chips, that's what they announced yesterday. It was all over our Discord. And I was like, ooh, this is fun. Because I'm waiting for the implosion. I'm waiting for the market to collapse. Because I think that this is going to expose a lot of leverage, a lot of collateral versus GameStop. And maybe GameStop's the one that gets to, finally find some price action. But I give the market a year. That's why I'm buying warrants, because I think this is going to come true. And we've been talking about it for so long, we actually dove into, I know there's not many people that talk about NVIDIA like in detail. I think Nobody Special Finance, the only YouTuber I've seen that actually talks about it. But we dove into super microcomputers, like to the point where broke down every single 10Q, 10K, and just like once I found out how bad they were and how they had to fire their auditors and they've always been known to do bad things, like it happens twice. There's this thing, okay? In 1995, and I don't know the whole story, but I'll give you like the breakdown. In 1995, there was this investor, and I want to say his name was Nick Leeson. Everybody in the pond's going to know this guy. He's known in the 90s, and he worked for Barings Bank, and he actually worked in the Singapore office, and he was doing futures trading, contract trading, whatever it may be. And it's not so much that he wasn't it wasn't a good trader, he was a manipulator. It was nothing like that. It was actually one of his traders bought contracts instead of sold contracts. And when they bought the contracts, they actually were upside down like 20,000 pounds. And he goes out and he goes, oh, no worries. We'll fix it tomorrow. We'll fix it the next day on Monday. And he never caught back up from the mistake they made. And rather than taking the loss, he started leveraging the bank. And the whole idea is to trade investors' money, not banks' money. Okay? Not the house's money. I give you this example. If I'm Apollo and I have short positions, I have funds, right? All these funds. But nowhere in all these investment funds am I actually using the house money. I'm never using Apollo's money. I'm using investors' money. This is how you protect yourself. Well, when it came to Barings Bank, Nick used the house's money. He never told them. So when they actually got exposed and his position was upside down, $300 million. Yeah, $300 million in the 90s. A lot of money. Well, guess what? They did the internal audit and they come out to balance the books and the clearinghouse goes, you know what? We're going to settle. But you guys are short $900 million, $882 million, something like that. And because you're betting your own money, you're betting the house's money. And that was after 2 to 3 years of negligence. Okay. Nobody caught him. He caught himself as he had a bad day. There was like from what I know, there was like an earthquake in like Japan or Singapore, and they couldn't trade for like the day. And so he got really exposed by a natural disaster, something that you thought would never happen. And you know what happened to that bank? The longest standing bank in the history of the UK. It went under. It went under because of one fraudulent trader, one greedy day of trading the house's money. Why do I tell you this? The things I've learned. Oh, do I want to add the warrant price to the screen? I mean, I can. I had it on there before. I don't really care because it's stuck at 378. Is that fair? Like I can do one at a time, but because I can't have two. I could have two. Ah, man, you're making it hard for me, bro. Just for you. Let's go ahead and do it. I mean, why not? There's GameStop. It won't let me do both. It won't let me do two sections at once. I'd have to have two Webull accounts. So, yeah, it's not. We're just going to do GameStop. If you want to know the warrant price, just for today, I'll do the warrant price. How about that? Because we're not going to sell GameStop anyway. You're not going to sell GameStop. You'll sell the warrants. So I'm down with that too. My point being, the man who broke the Bank of England. There you go. So if you know the story of what I'm saying to you right now about Nick Leeson, Nick went out there and he broke this bank. They gave him 6 years in prison, guys. $1 billion worth of fraud and miscalculations, and he got 6 years. That's nothing. That's nothing for these crimes that are happening. My point being, something's happening right now. There are people losing sleep right now because the market's going to expose the true greed of people soon enough. Gold doesn't sit at 4,000, guys. Gold does not sit at 4,000 and Bitcoin get all the way to 126 and you not expose the fraud that is this market. There is no way the market's at 6,700 points, gold's at 4,000, and Bitcoin's at 120. It's just not possible because there's a short on the other end of that trade. Not everybody is just betting on roses. There are people out there that want to make money on the downfall of this market, and they're positioning themselves, and it's a scary world. But I have a feeling it's like Candace Owens said, God talked to me. I was meant to follow up on that story about Nick Leeson because it may be, just maybe, someone's betting the house's money. That's what I'm banking on, okay? And the VIX is only 1650. You make my point for me, Raven. Like, how in the hell is this even possible? How in the world are they moving the market higher and investments are actually on the sideline? And like literally there's more money in money market accounts than ever before. And there's more money in crypto than ever before. And there's more money in gold than ever before. Yet the market keeps going sky high. Like what'd you do? You just printed $4 trillion on the sidelines of money market accounts. Exactly, Tim Al. That was my point. They're all waiting for what? An apocalypse? Silver going to be the real problem for some big players soon. You know, when gold goes up, silver goes up, right? So God's money. And silver's going to play catch up. But once it does, I mean, someone's leveraged here. There's just no way. Someone has to be leveraged. So I know while the focus is on meme stocks, and they've always tried to blind you with that, the more we've been here, the longer we've been here, the more educated we've been on these investments and in the world around us. So I think they're in really big trouble. I'm talking about private equity, guys. I'll be plain and simple when I say they. Private equity are the only ones exposed on this market. Let me explain that. When it comes to a fund, a private equity fund, could be anyone. They decide to raise funds, they decide to take money, and a lot of times they take pension money from every Ontario Teachers Pension Plan, CalPERS, you name it. I don't care where you're from. So you're going to take pension money and you're going to take endowments, college, because all of that money is not needed right now. All of the money that you have to return to a retirement fund is minimal because people are not retiring. People are putting money in for 30 years, so they expect a return on those prices. Well, baby boomers are all retiring right now. This is the epic of it. This is the eclipse. And you don't have enough people in the workforce. Not enough people are joining the workforce to supplement the money trying to leave the fund versus the money coming in. And so those funds, those sovereign funds, those investment funds, the retirement funds, they're going to hedge funds and saying, we want our return that you promised us. We want our money back because we have payments we have to make. And people are stressed. This is a stressed thing. And this is why there's a secondary market on private equity. The secondary market is taking in new investors where they can, where people are trying to pour in more money. Remember, once you close a fund, you're like, hey, we're done. We're done at $8 billion. Well, there's somebody sitting on the side and say, hey, man, I need that money back. And you know what? There's a good kid out there, good salesman. He's calling up and he's going, hey, Ross Perot Jr., listen, man, I know you're sitting on $3 billion. Go ahead and give me $300 million and let me invest it now. We're in a bull run. We're in AI. I got this new investment, but we're going to do a new fund for just AI. We're gonna get on that. We need to catch this. Look at this market's going to 7,000. Didn't you see what JP Morgan just said? My buddy at JP Morgan just gave a rating to everything high so that I can go get more money from people. It's collusion. Yes, it's unspoken of. I don't mean to use JP Morgan as the victim here, as the criminal, but I'm just saying the way the markets work, the way investments work, these guys are literally having these conversations to entice you to put more money in after you've already put money in. It's a drug. It's hey, I'm going to give you this money back tenfold, but I need a little more time. I need a little bit more. But you know what, guys? If AI is going to work, then you're going to be out of work. Someone is, but AI doesn't work. That's the point. I called it added value. People think I'm crazy on this. And then I ask you, when did the internet ever produce profits for you until you made it free? Right? Websites aren't profitable until they're free. There's a whole, porn, the porn industry. Let me tell you about the porn industry that's owned by Canada. Porn was not profitable until it was free. Because you used one website. I don't care if it's Pornhub or RedTube or I don't know what you guys use. I don't care. What I'm saying is they actually drive traffic to their pay sites via the free site. This is how they make money. Do you know GameStop makes more money than the whole porn industry? Think about that. GameStop, video games, the wholesome thing to do. But private equity owns that industry too over there. So when you guys are trying to capture every dollar, okay, and you're sitting out here in your private equity and you have these funds and you go, wait a minute, we've already established that we want smaller families. We don't want more people working. We want to keep people at home and give them programs and pay. All of this is counterintuitive to adding more money to the actual growth of this economy in this country. You're telling me that we're going to have less of a workforce so they can't pay for this? Oh, no, but we're going to save Social Security. That's what we're going to do. Rants, don't you know we're going to save it? Oh, you know who's going to lose right now? The people that are trying to retire right now because they put their money in with hedge funds. And hedge funds promised them a return. And guess what hedge funds have been doing? They've been winning for 30 years. Hedge funds have been coming out and winning for 40 years. Buying bankrupt companies, stripping assets, and selling it to themselves. They have all been selling assets to themselves in a fund bigger than the next one. And all they're doing is, I'll buy your dead carcass, and I'll overpay for it. I'll overpay for it because I know 5 years from now, you're going to buy something from me for the same amount and if not more. And we're going to keep doing this ring around the rosy where everyone's buying something for more and more and more. And you go look at the damn assets, bros. I've already seen them all. I say, how in the hell you came out of bankruptcy and you're worth what? Oh, and who bought it and who did what? Yeah. Or while people are getting paid. Now that we have this new instrument in front of us, a warrant. Oh man, with this market, a couple of things come to mind for me as an investor. One, I'm extremely thankful to be invested into GameStop, the company. I have learned so much about finance just owning GameStop shares. I got to take this phone call. Hello? Don't mind me. That's the call I wanted. That's the call. That's a good call. We'll see how it goes. Okay, thank you. I needed that one. All right, back to you guys. Where was I? New instrument. Being invested with GameStop has taught me so much. I wanted you guys to run back what you've learned about GameStop. When you first started investing into securities, whether you've always partaken in the stock world or not, you could have bought securities like a long time ago. I've been buying stock, like individual securities myself, since 2012, 2013 timeframe. But before, I would never know what I was investing in. I was just throwing money in, TSP, throwing money into 401k, things like that. But actually picking and choosing a stock that I wanted to buy was until 2012, 2013 timeframe. And I never once read an earnings report. I never looked at the balance sheet of the company. I never looked at the income statement or the cash flow, right? The free cash flow, never to see if they had free cash flow, but I never looked at any cash flow chart. And when I don't look at these things, back in the day, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, are you really investing? That's what you got to ask yourself. Probably not. Probably not. You just put money into something you like. So as I would buy things and I would be able to tell my friends. I remember I have a coworker at the time, and he would pull up his Robinhood account, like, look what I bought. And we're buying things. Like, hey, I'm going to get 100 shares of this. I'm going to get 20 shares of that, 50 shares of that. At some point, that stopped. That all stopped. And, even buying crypto. There was 7 cryptos at the time that you could buy. I remember I bought Litecoin, ETH, I bought Doge, a little bit of Bitcoin. I was buying anything I could handle on Robinhood. And I'm sitting there. This is during the pandemic. And think about this. You're an investor now. You're an educated investor. You know about stock splits. You know about the stock itself, the company that you're with, i.e. the float, the price, the PE ratios. You understand book value. You understand the earnings report and what they mean. 8Ks and 10Ks and 10Qs and even a Form 3, Form 4. Like, you understand 13 Ds and Fs and you see everything. You see everything the company does. It's so transparent. And you're like, okay, this is an investment I want to make. And before you ever make an investment now, what do? You go look at all these metrics, all of these lessons taught because of GameStop. Why you would want to do a stock split, why you would want to do a reverse stock split in GameStop's case, why you would want to do an offering, what's an ATM, at the market equity offering, why are you doing this, why are we increasing the float, why are you doing a bond offering, what does that mean for you, why are you doing a warrant offering, what does that mean for you, what does the cash on hand really mean, what is the cash burn versus the rest of this this sector that you might be investing in, what are sectors? Right. So you're factoring in all of these new things over the last 5 years that you probably didn't do before. And some of you probably did. Some of you are very educated on investing, and I know that. But me coming into it and looking at it from my viewpoint, one, I could smell fear. I could smell a snake, and I knew who I didn't want to be invested with. And I've developed a channel based off of that. Then I also knew I was trying to find out how my experience in retail was going to benefit me on my investment tenfold, and it did. So that really helped me out. I want you guys to know something. When you see a new instrument like a warrant, and people not know what it is, and people write it off, and people just shove it to the side and say, oh, no, I ain't doing that. Like, what is this dumb thing? I've had people call me and message me, this is why I'm telling you this, that have no clue as to what it means to have a warrant in their hands and what the potential could be for you and I. Coming out of the gate, the warrant's worth about, they deemed it $3.20. I just want to put that out there. They deemed it around $3.30, if I'm not mistaken. It was, I'm so sorry, $2. $2. If you look at it right now, it says $3.81 plus $1.53 is what you're up. So if you took away the $1.53, where does that put you? It puts you at around $2.30 something, right? I'm not good at math, so $2.28. Is that it? $2.28 plus 52 is what? $2.80? Yeah, $2.28 per warrant is the value. Some people over the pond are mad. They're like, man, I got to sell them. What's the benefit of them? Well, the benefit of the warrant is that if this stock runs within the next year, you're going to see extreme volatility in the value of it. You're not going to see 380. You're going to see a much bigger number, because what the warrant's going to do, it's going to take into consideration not only the price movement, but the amount of time left on the stock. right? The amount of time left on the warrant. So if it has half a year and you're moving up and to the right and you're headed towards $32, that bad boy is going to go up in value fast. And you guys might see some numbers that'll blow your mind. But for those of you that are selling today, that's your prerogative. I don't care. For those of you over the sea, and you guys are like, man, all I can do is close this position. So let me get this right. So you can either gain on top of the 223 that they gave it, 228 that they gave it to you at, or you can lose the $2. But you know what the upside is? Infinite. The upside of the warrant for the next year and a month is an infinite upside. The most you can lose, $3.81 a share. Okay, that's worth the risk to me. It's worth the risk to see where it's going to go over the next year and a month, certainly because I'm factoring in about 4 catalyst events. The 4 catalyst events for GameStop. The annual shareholders meeting and or the annual record date. I don't want to do annual shareholders meeting. I'll do the 1 year because it's in March. The shareholders meeting in June. But the 1 year total in March for GameStop, the full fiscal year of earnings are going to be phenomenal. I know this. It's going to be $600 million worth of profit. It's going to be, cash on hand, almost $10 billion. It's going to be every partnership explained. It's going to be amazing. Okay. Power packs probably be launched by then, but that's a real catalyst for me. That's 1. 2, you can do the Grand Theft Auto, you can do the new handheld, you can do Switch 2, you can do Christmas and Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Prime Week. You can do all of these things that you're battling, and all the Pokemon. You can do all that as just 2, okay? That's the second catalyst. And then the third catalyst would be the manipulation, right? The blatant manipulation of the stock and how it's held down to $24 a share, and how it's going to go up in value because of all the cash on hand and the metrics alone, the measurement of the sheet itself is going to put it right where it's supposed to be according to Wall Street, and once they figure it out. But you got to also take into consideration people are going to be leveraged. The market might show its ass by then, and you might have a huge recession starting out and people lose collateral, so your stock price should go up and to the right, considering that's what you're up against. These are 3 reasons why you should hold your warrants. 3. I'm going to give you a 4th one, okay? One that you can't see when you look at the chart. One that you can't see when you look at the balance sheet. One that you can't see when you hear any announcements GameStop might make. The very 4th reason you should hold your warrants is you. You're right. You're correct. They're all wrong. The whole world is wrong about GameStop. And you have been right the whole time. Bet on yourself, guys. Bet on yourself. Bet on knowledge. Bet on rationale. I'm going to lose $3. Take the $3, bro. The $3.80 I didn't have before I woke up today. I didn't have them. I have 136 warrants worth about $540. What do I care? I don't need it. I didn't ask for it. But if you want me to hang on and see if they need it, let's see. Let's see if Wall Street needs those warrants. Let's see if GameStop runs up and to the right for the next year. I'm here all for it. My mind is right. My heart is right. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to tell you 382 is not going to break me. Downside. But I'll go for the upside. Ravenstown, I give you that. Deep effing value is part of the people I'm talking to. I'm talking to you, Keith. You're a good reason to keep these damn warrants. Because you exercise them all. Ryan Cohen has 3.9 million warrants. Can't have 0.9, right? No. He's got 3 million plus warrants. I'll just put it that way. 3 million plus warrants. And you exercise them at $32. What does that mean? $100 million? Who has $100 million to put into this company? We're about to find out. Yeah, I'm ready. They don't even know. They don't even know what they got out of this and what they are. So it's going to be awesome. I'll read the chat. I'll keep going with you guys. I just wanted you to know how educated you are today, more so than any other investor in the world, because of GameStop. Those kids have no clue. They're buying things that the market tells them to buy, that the internet tells them to buy, because they see profits. What they don't realize is those profits don't mean anything. Like most things in life, cash is fleeting. You'll burn it. I can make more. That's what people always say. People always say, it doesn't matter. I can always make more. Let's go spend it. Ask an NFL football player if you can always make more. It's tough. It's tough. Find your reason and keep doing what you can, okay? I'm going to keep reading the comments. I'll go from there. I do have updates to talk about today. We're celebrating that gold is at $4,000. If you're not celebrating with me, I'm going to ask the chat some questions. Let's see who can answer these questions. You guys ready? Maybe. Is it this one? I don't know where it's at. Might be this one. Oh, it's this one. First question. 1972 Neil Young song. Who knows that answer? Has to deal with gold. Rants, what's your take on issuing fractional warrants? Thought there was no such thing. I sense fuckery. Hope this exposing bad actors. Yeah, I don't know how they did it, and I don't care. Maybe they didn't give out they were just giving you a representation of it. If you have 8 GME shares, you get 0.8 GME. I don't know about that, Carlos. I'm going to go with 0. You don't get any. Okay? Golden boot or heart of gold? Heart of gold, Tim L. Good job. Good job. Next question. 1959 novel by Ian Fleming. 1959 book by Ian Fleming. You guys are let me see. Heart of Gold was, Tim L beat you guys to it. Yeah, we got a lot to do tonight, you guys. Guys, this show's going to be the longest show of your life. Because I got that phone call early. I wanted that phone call. I'm so happy. So, there was a book by Ian Fleming. Anybody know what it's called? You guys should know it. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's a movie. Thank you, Tim L. Goldfinger. Yeah, maybe you heard of it. All right. The next question. It's a main span. It is 4,200 feet long, 746 feet high. Anybody? The only clue you get is gold. Gold is in the name. There you go, Eric. Golden Gate Bridge. Good job, Eric. Next question. A $1 billion brand of Campbell soup. Anybody know? A $1 billion brand for Campbell's soup. This one. Good job, Eric. Goldfish. Good job. Good job. And then this is awarded to the top scorers in soccer leagues and tournaments. And you guys already know that answer because I saw it earlier. There you guys go. It's just keep you guys active. There you go. Who doesn't know that one? If you don't know that one, don't talk to me. Central Bank send crash. Warning soon. Yeah. Golden shower. Fox, you're dumb, bro. Don't use AI, people. No, use AI. I don't mind, Jonathan. Jonathan, let me tell you something, man. You know, that's like telling people, the golden boot. That's like telling people, don't use calculators. Use AI. You know what it tells me? It tells me that you're willing to adapt and learn how how to use the newest systems. You might not be educated yourself, but at least you know how to implement them. The Golden Cup. There you go. Jimmy 1, Jimmy 2, Eli 5. There we go. Goldie Hawn is still a babe. Said no one ever, bro. She wasn't a babe when she was a babe. Reverse repo is less than 5 billion. That doesn't mean anything. Carlos, will you stop? Carlos, you're saying a lot of dumb shit, bro. Okay? A lot of stuff that doesn't matter. Are we buying video games? AI won't take your job. Someone using AI will take your job. Thank you. Thank you. Casino Royale. I got an update for you guys here. Check this out. I actually knew about this yesterday, like everyone else did, but I want to talk about it for a bit. Tesla is making a smaller car, a cheaper car, $39,900, whatever it may be, new car, because that tax. They say it's because the $7,500 tax credit is expired. That's not why they're making this car, and that's not why it's released this way. This was planned because of the expiration of the $7,500 tax. What that means is this was not available to you 6 months ago, 3 months ago. They now make it available to you now. So you were meant to buy the more expensive stuff for the bigger tax credit, but they weren't going to offer you a tax credit on the smaller vehicle here. So, I don't get too excited that way. I met a guy, the craziest thing. I meet a guy, I go to this meeting, and they wanted me to help them out. There's a guy, he owns a company, and he asked me for help. He said, Rants, can you review our sustainability, compliance, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? I said, sure, man, I'll go through it. I'll see what's up. And so he has a whole team that does sales, marketing, and the four places, the 4 roles of business. If you guys do not know the 4 roles of business, it is marketing, sales, administrative, and production. Clear? Okay, cool. So when you understand those, you can go into them and you can find out how to maximize like short-term wins. And then you can go from short-term, you can get to long-term, depending if you know everyone's career goals, personal goals. There's just a lot. Like if you're gonna do, I could teach you all this stuff, but it's hard. It's hard to talk it out with you guys. But anyway, I'm sitting there and there's this guy comes up and he's like, I'm like, what are you guys doing over there? And he's like, oh, we're doing interviews for sales and marketing. And I'm like, you're doing interviews for sales and marketing? I'm like, wow, that's cool. I go, you mind if I sit in? He's like, no, go ahead and sit in on a call. He's like, he goes, I know you're an expert at this stuff. I was like, thanks for calling me an expert. I'll take that. So I sit in and this guy's talking. And this guy goes like this. This is what he says. He goes, hi, I manage a charging station for Rivian. And I'm just like, what? You manage a charging station for Rivian? I'm like, is there that many vehicles on the road? Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, who's this guy blowing hot air at? Like, I'm trying to listen. Then he goes, yeah, it's a small charging station in Joshua Tree. And I'm just like, and people are listening, but I'm off to the side, like, I'm just like, okay. So nowhere in there is there opportunity to do anything. Like, I don't think people understand what I'm saying. You wanna sell Rivian cars, or you want to talk about, like, I don't know what you could do. You need to deploy yourself to Tesla charging stations, and you need to park one of your Rivians right there. Park it at the charging station and start selling that. You might not have a dealership to sell that. You might be on your own. You might want to show the capabilities of your vehicle versus the other one, but like, be the fucking man, bro. Just go there, deploy yourself, and make it happen. Like, that would impress me. Not you trying to get a lateral position and a sales position, X, Y, and Z, and I'm just like this. I'm like, I'm listening. I'm just like, this makes zero sense. You want to leave an industry that you believe in, that you're selling in, okay, to go to a totally separate place to do nothing. To be hi, welcome to McDonald's. How can I take your order? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I find out a lot about you. If you can't cut bait from the golden handcuffs, as they call them, but even that, just your mentality of how you want to carry on in this world tells me a lot. So I'm like sitting there, I'm just like, not listening. Got up, walked out. Oh, would you hire that guy? And I went like this. I go, nope, because you're not doing enough. How are you so secluded to get a job in the middle of Joshua Tree to sell? I don't know what the hell you're trying to sell. Tell me, you're a gas station attendant? I mean, what is it? You're at a Rivian charging station. What the is that? There's not enough foot traffic to have a conversation. So it blew my mind. And I pay attention to so much, guys. Like, I know you guys just see me here talking stock or whatever. Nah, man. I'm in another world right now. And I will be. There's going to be a day I come up, I'm going to be like this on the channel. Be like, hey, guys, they came snagged me, bros. What can I do? I'm back to night streaming. That might happen. But we'll see. More volume on GME warrants than GameStop stock. And I only say that because, but I've told you, I'll never go back to the corporate world. Never, never, never. I do things on my terms. I'll never do it again. Never, never, never. The word is never. Because they'll try to control your whole life. Believe it. Some of you guys thrive in that environment. I mean, I have too, but I don't want to thrive in that environment. Nope. I want to do it my way. I'm Frank Sinatra of this shit right now. All right, guys, we still have more to talk about, though. Oh, man. There's so much on this show that's going on. So check this out, California. Check it. I'm going to try to get in the middle of this right here. I think I'm lined up right in the middle. Let me see. Right there. Right there. We'll see if I'm perfect, okay? Pap. I did perfect. My ears are cut off, but you see my ear here. The jingles will be quieter in Cali. Did you guys... I didn't know this was a... problem, bro. So what that whole article saying right there is, just so that we're clear, they passed a new law where the commercials are going to be of equal volume. You ever been watching TV and the commercial comes on, it's just loud as hell? Apparently that's illegal. What? This is the shit we're bitching about in California. Bro, you guys got to get me out of here, bro. I'm trapped in Cali. I told my wife, I said, baby, we sell the house, we take our cash, we roll up out of here, we go to Texas. We buy. And she's like, well, what are we going to do in Texas? I said, we're going to buy Texas. We can buy whatever we want over there. Dude, you can buy a damn man. I said, you said building, we'll buy the whole building. Huh. I could dream. I can dream. That's it. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's cool. So we're going to do an exercise today. By the way, we're looking at warrants, 373, not bad. Let's go look at the chart. I'm not worried about the warrant chart right now. Look at GameStop, 24.85, looking healthy. Oh, yeah. Back to warrant price. Just have it on the screen as we go do our thing. We'll go to the websites. I'm looking for some trouble. That's what I'm doing today. I'm still going to talk in the chat. Okay, I'm still going to read the chat. I still got to catch up on the chat. Before I look for trouble, let me catch up in the chat here. Rants, do you know if there's any news on AMD, or is it just a short squeeze? Christy, Fernando. What? What are you talking about, a short squeeze? Did I miss the short squeeze of AMD? Any news on AMD? Yeah. The administration is a piece of shit. I'm pissed off at the world. I'm so mad at Donald Trump, my president. I've never been more mad about anything ever. No, this is a double top, guys. Stop this. It's right here. Look at this. So the 52-week high is 29.44, and what did we just hit? 29.55. Right there. Top and top. We'll see where it goes. Does it matter? No. The fact that people are buying in, like, who said they're buying in on AMD? Right? OpenAI. OpenAI says they're going to buy in up to 10% of this company. Who allows this? Who started this? This is called circular funding, is what it's calling. Yeah, so it's called circle jerk. It's called round tripping. It's all of that. Would it be fun if GameStop's warrants climbed higher than GameStop? It will, Andres. It will never climb higher than it, but it will. It will climb high. Texas is the move, especially if you get rid of capital gains tax. Woo! Never thought about that. I got to talk to the wife before I ever sell a shit. I'm like, Mama, before we sell, we got to move. What are we doing? We're moving. And Rants, what's the current cash on balance for GameStop, and what would be the cash per share? Thanks, big bro. The current cash is $8.7 billion. There is a way to look at the cash without debt, but I don't know if they give me that on the website that I have. They have balance sheet. Let me look. Let me show you what I got. Let's go over here. Cash, book value, net cash is what they have. Net cash. They have net cash at $11 a share. So go to quarterly. This one's going to give it net cash at $7.83 a share. And that's because of the debt right here. So if you added in the 4.27 billion, I mean, I could do it. It won't matter. Here you go. So you have 4.275. I don't know. Let's go to cash. Cash per share, right? Because you don't have to count the debt, just to be honest with you guys. You don't have to, because it's not due. It's not due for like 5 years. So they have $8.694 billion cash. You're going to divide that by the 447. It's $19.50 a share, basically. So they sit on $19.50 a share. And so the stock price being 24, you're getting the company for $5. Okay. Basically what that's saying. Good morning. Texas can make it through winter. There's firewood all around, and people would lower their heater from 80 when it's cold outside. I mean, Ruben, I don't care about the cold. I can handle cold, dude. Cold's never a problem. My wife can't handle the cold. She shivers. Bro, my wife is at 70, like to the point where she wants to cry. More Tito and need a warrant ticker on the screen. Yeah, whatever, bro. You need life. That's what you need. I didn't have a ticker up on this damn thing. Let me see what ticker I can do right here. Where is the ticker, bro? Oh, found you. AMD. Yeah, so AMD is just a promise of an investment coming, and nobody can tell me how it's going to happen, but they all say it's going to happen. And yeah, it's not for me. But I have my own issues with the government getting involved with certain investments, and then Nvidia pumping and saying they're going to do business. Like, they're the competition. How in the hell is Oracle or OpenAI or all these guys invested into all the same companies that are in competition with Nvidia? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I've tried to make it make sense. I've looked at everything I could to find value in things, but I just couldn't do it. And I'm okay. I'm okay not understanding things. Like, that's what I can tell you. I'm okay with not understanding things. So I'm not mad. It's the 1 hour we're losing. It's the 4 hour. We're hanging on to the 4 hour. That's all that matters. We are. Okay, good. Okay, we'll look at GameStop in a little bit. GameStop's up, by the way, huge on the 4 hour, just so that we're clear. Huge candle, man. Huge. Looking good from where it was before. When I say huge, I'm over exaggerating. Not that bad. Not that big. Okay, we're gonna do an exercise though, okay? But I gotta go through the chat first. Let me get through the chat, and then we'll start doing the exercise that I want to do. So I'll leave this up while we get through the chat. Okay, let me go to the minute chart. It wouldn't matter. Looking good. Consolidating. Awesome. All right, let me get through the chat really quick. So if you guys have questions, now's the time to start throwing them at them. I have cats bigger than them ankle biters. Yeah, I mean, Hulk Hogan, I have a little kitten, and I've had a cat before. Obviously, I had Binks. He was a dragon. But we've never had a big dog. I don't want a big dog. I don't like big dogs. They're reckless, they break shit, and they're crazy. I'm good. I only say it because all my family members have big dogs, and I'm like, every time I go over to their house, there's this big ass bear running at you, trying to knock you down and lick you and jump on you. I get this big son of a bitch off of me. It's like that. What's up, Carter's Corner Pocket? I subbed to your channel, Fishy Friends Aquatics. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you for Carter's Corner Pocket. He needs more subs. Let's get him more subs. I got my warrants, but there is no price attached to them on my broker. Any idea why that is? I think you should go in and open them up. I don't know why that is, but I'm not going to sell them. Can anyone name this song, please? I played a song, maybe it was Papas, or is it called Papas? Whatever it was called. What is it called? Pepas. Pepas. It's Pepas, right? That song? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the words, bro. I don't even care. Current price is $3.80. Warrants present on Vanguard. They priced them at $10. Then sell them, Scott Crow. Yo, this song slapped, though. Thanks, Doovie. Got warrants 2 hours ago. Can't buy any. Set to close position only. Paul, that sucks, bro. That sucks. But you know why that happens, Paul? If you don't know, it's because you're a big K-pop fan. And when you're a K-pop fan, they don't let you buy warrants, bro. Can exerciser buy any warrants? Only sell them? Yep, that happens to a lot of people. Derek, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. My warrants from Europe purchased GameStop stocks are on my account. However, my warrants released in New York Stock Exchange purchase warrants are missing. I went to my broker, Digerio. I don't even know what that is. In the email about it. Batter M. I already told you guys. You guys have brokerage accounts I've never heard of. I deal with like the main banks. Okay. For the chat, to me, it doesn't make any sense to buy additional warrants until the price gets to 27 to 22, 28 again. Just buy more shares until then, unless I'm looking at it wrong. Brim, you're looking at it wrong. You are. So you're not understanding what they're trying to do. A lot of these guys are trying to buy warrants for a value that can run up. As the price gets closer to 32, your warrants don't get priced in at like $2, $3, $4. It doesn't work that way. They're going to be treated like calls. As they go up, so does the price. You know, if the stock goes up, so do the warrants, because there's still theta on them. There's still time. Could you imagine if the stock went from 24 to 29 in a day? That's $5. Well, what's to say that stock's not going to go up $5 every month for the next 12? That's the way warrants and calls look at the movement. So there's a factor in there for volatility. There's a whole ratio of math being done as far as how much time is left on the warrant versus the current price and versus what you could get. But they'll take all that into consideration. So I understand why people are buying warrants. Another reason why people are buying warrants is because people want it to be hard for hedge funds to find them. You know, they believe that narrative and they want to make this narrative, get fluid on them, which I don't care. If you're going to go out there and buy 500 warrants, you're not going to change the world, but you might change your world without a doubt. You might find some extreme value in them and have a crazy run, because if you treat them like call contracts, which you should, that's what they are, basically, essentially. But they're just individual call contracts that you get to exercise at 32. So if you see this price go up anytime within the next 13 months, if there's a true run on that stock, you're going to find extreme value in these $3 warrants that you're buying. That's the point. So is the risk worth it? Yeah, I mean, you buy call contracts, right? All you degenerates out there buy calls, right? Okay, cool. Buy your calls. The difference between buying a call and buying a warrant, just so that we're clear, is in the case that I do exercise, the random case that you do exercise those warrants, GameStop gets the money and you get the shares. There are times where your call contracts run and they're fat and they're heavy, and you know what you do? You don't exercise. You sell them off and you take the profit, and then you go buy shares. In this case, if it runs, cool. Let it run, sell them off, and you're still going to be in a good boat. But at least you can exercise if you wanted to do it that way, or if you could sell them on a crazy run, make some really good cash, and go buy more GameStop shares. Maybe you're disciplined enough to do it. There's just a lot of benefits for GameStop to be on the other side of the call contract and not a broker and not a short seller and not a hedge fund. That's why I prefer the warrants more than a call, right? If that makes sense to you. I got 9. I bought 1 for my son. Good job. Non-tradable warrants. Batter M, it sucks. Went hard on warrants today. Russ, James, you and Derek, bro. I'm telling you right now, Derek went hard on warrants. Post receipt in the Discord and 2 shares. Got mine from Schwab yesterday in the after hours. I bought some today and have a number of warrants I want to have that will take a month or 2. Yeah, I'm with you. Hypothetically, GameStop hits 400, sell 1 warrant, exercise 12 warrants. Hypothetically, Ghost. Yeah. Now you're tracking with what we're saying. You could sell warrants to exercise your shares. I've always said if the stock, like, because I have 136, right? So if the warrants get to $18, I could literally sell 50 and exercise 85. I already did the math. I was like, oh, cool. Let it get to $18 then. $18 a warrant. I'll sell 50 and I'll exercise 85 shares. It's easy for me. Hypothetically, GameStop hits. There you go. You did it. Elo. Did you get your warrants? Yes, we all did. Yes. I've been selling all my Nike. Oh, is that what it is, Derek? Wow. New friend, Pepe. Yeah, Derek, man. I don't know. Derek was going crazy, like buying shares and shit. He's like switching out. I'm like, okay, D, do you, man? I'm not even tripping. I was tripping. I was like looking at it. I'd be driving, right? And I get a message in the Discord and it says, Derek bought 10 more shares. I go, shit. You guys see what I'm seeing? This guy's going overboard. No, that's good though. That's good. Don't worry. I'll tell you right now. You guys can't imagine, bro. Nah. There's a whole new world out here. It was I just tell it to you like this. I think for the moment, I think I'm selling 80 shares at Costco right now at $900 something. But do you know what the taxes are like? And do you know like what the cut is and like what they call you and they warn you and they tell you and they've got financial advisors calling you because you're pulling out money. And they're looking at you like they're crazy. And then the guy asked me, he said, what are you doing with your money? I said, well, I put my money into GameStop. He said, GameStop? So you're diamond hands, huh, bro? You're a memer? And I was just like, bro, don't talk to me like you know me. Like, leave me alone. I'm not a meme stock guy. I said, no, I'm not diamond hands. I'm different. I'm a lot different. I said, I'm more than diamond hands. Freddie, man, damn. Freddie, I did not see that coming. 51 for Team 51, guys. There's $1 for each of you. Thank you so much, Freddie, for the love and support of the show and for the crew and for the family here. Hopefully, GameStop's treating you well. You know, GameStop at $24.87. I think the bulk of us would be averaging up right now. And so I bought my $10 today, but I will do more. I plan on increasing my position. I just have to go talk to a banker and do some stuff. But yeah, I'm going to take a real stab at my life right now. We're going to do it. I can't buy more warrants. Rick James. Oh, it sucks, bro. That sucks. But thank you, Rick. I will. Just bought 60 warrants. Rich. Good job. Where are my warrants? I don't know, Adashi. I don't know. Team 51 is strong. Yes. Can't buy any. Ooh, it sucks. JP Morgan Chase. Jamie Warren says 0 still. Oh, man. Can't buy warrants on T12, on 212, on T212, T212. And have fractional warrants and delayed. I sense fuckery. Wow, that all sounds terrible, bro. Lansdowne, Hargraves Lansdowne, still don't have my warrants. Damn, Andrew. What's going on over there over the pond, man? These guys don't have warrants. Hey, maybe GameStop, like I said, maybe GameStop's doing an internal audit. Maybe they're finding out what brokers are fucking around. And maybe they're doing all this and this is working out. Y2 says I'm buying warrants. There you go. Robinhood, you can buy or sell. Andrew, Trove says the same. Trove doesn't have his warrants? What? Oh my goodness. Can someone help me? Why are people buying warrants for $3 and $4 when they have the ability to buy a share for 32? When they could just buy the stock at its price today? Serious question. Bram, we talked about this, but I'll explain it again. The warrants have value. Extreme value. They're independent. Imagine if you bought a warrant for $3.70 today, where it's been all day. Then the warrant value goes up to $8. Well, you could sell it back, and now you just made 100% on the money you put in. There's a whole nother world out there. Warrant ticker is not recognized on Vanguard. Guess we know who has issues. Thank you. I saw Ameritrade have issues, right? And the thing about TD Ameritrade and having issues, or whoever they're called now, is that Roaring Kitty's on that app. That's E-Trade. Roaring Kitty has his shares in E-Trade. And you're going to tell me E-Trade couldn't issue their warrants on time? Bros, Roaring Kitty's probably breaking the whole system right now. You think he only has 9 million shares? I don't think so. I think Roaring Kitty figured it out. Warrants in hands. Now we wait to pump this up. Yes. 2,825 shares got me 280 warrants. About 231 more this morning, sitting on 511 warrants. Trevor, congratulations. Sounds like a Team 51 number. Brimstock, because the price is guaranteed 32 for 1 year. Think of the warrant price like a option premium. Frankie? Absolutely, Frank. It also doesn't help the trillions of commercial loans are coming due too. Yeah. Commercial loans are coming due. Private equity wants their money. The investors want their money back. There's a lot of problems out here. More warrants are being traded today than the GameStop stock. Oh, hold on. Our volume is 4 million. And GameStop and warrants, the volume is 4.73 million. More volume on warrants. Wow. Isn't that telling? That means that the trade on stock must be internalized. Never hits the street. Look at these warrants, bro. Keep coming down, bro. I don't care one bit you guys come down on warrants. Keep dropping it. I love it. Oh, man, I should have sold it $4. I would have had 20 more cents. Oh, man. That's not how it works. Is that not your voice or what? Maybe I was doing it wrong? My bad, bro. But yeah, that's awesome. But it's 24.83 right now. Brim, it's been there all month, bro. Pretend like you never had them. Rants, do you have a version of that diagram that shows where the people are off-ramping the most by taking profits? Chaos, I don't think they're taking profits. I don't think the market's taking profits at all. I don't think people are taking profits off of the Mag 7. I think they're pumping for liquidity. I think they're pumping for margins. It's called a variable margin call, right? Like it's constantly moving every day. You have to balance it out every day. So what are you doing? You're pumping these things to offset your short position that you refuse to close. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but tell me why the market keeps going up. Tell me, listen, guys. In the years of watching the stock market, there's been how many years where it's been over 25% 3 years in a row? I'll go with like never. Like literally 20-something plus return on the S&P 500. No one is taking profit. No one's pulling back. No one's having a drawdown. It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense at this point. So, yeah, I don't think they're off. I mean, I think the insiders are. I think the insiders know what the hell their company is and what they're doing. And I honestly think that NVIDIA is so ass backwards of an investment that Wall Street's finally noticing, and it's too late. It's to the point where everybody knows that like it's bad, that they don't want to talk about it. They're like, nah, man, we can't stop the party. Because the truth is, the only person who's going to lose money is not the bankers, and it's not the hedge funds. It's the investors. That's the truth. So if I don't say anything and I don't ruin the party, and we don't call the cops, I still might be able to sleep with this girl. That's the way these dudes are living life right now. They're that guy right now at the party. It's 1 o'clock and they're not striking out. They're going to take home anything. It's terrible. You would still stand to gain more by buying actual shares, is my understanding. Always. I mean, I'm always going to gain more by buying shares. That's always my understanding. Remember, buying warrants is a speculative play. And sorry, Tony D, I stole your whole narrative there, but it's not a for sure thing. You're making a bet, just like any call would. But at least on the other side of this call is GameStop. That's my rationale with it. The other rationale that a lot of people have to understand is cost. If you don't know, is going to be the old take your ball home and or go sit on your mom's lap. That's what the market's doing. When people go and sit down and buy gold and just sit out, pump gold, they're not in it. They don't want any part of this market. So I think that's happening right now. Repo markets are going to collapse. Japan is going to fall. There's going to be no more money to borrow. GameStop is going to have mother of all short squeezes in December. Adam, man, I hope it happens. I do. I'll cry right here in front of you, but I won't sell. I won't sell. It would have to be like look at the stock price of GameStop goes up, right? Let's just say it goes to like $200 a share. And everyone at that point is like cheering, like, oh my God, look at this. It's a rocket. I have my helmet on. I have all that shit. But I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to sell. Not at 200. What's going to happen is GameStop's going to capitalize on that run, on that money, on that market cap. And so are the other investors. They're going to find a way. But more people are going to want to be around GameStop at that point. And it's going to run, dude. It's going to run. It's going to be a run for the ages. So I'll see you at like 2,000, 3,000 a share. If I can get 3,000, I'll feel good. But I don't need much more than 3,000 a share. And look at that right there. All these people are like, is it crazy? The warrants at $3, Rants. Why are you talking about 3,000? I'm just telling you. I've seen some splits. I've seen some share pumps. I've seen some short squeezes. I did a lot of homework on this stuff, and I'm looking at leverages. I'm like, this market's so heavy. It has nowhere to go but up for GameStop. Can't go down. Just living proof. Why are my dogs barking again, bro? If that's a UPS guy, let me know. Okay, babe? I don't know if she can hear me. It's my daughter. Market going down is good for GameStop in some ways. April tariff scare, GME went up 16% while the entire market tanked. Tim L, that might be it. That might be it, but I got a lot more than that going on. I want the whole shit to upset. Or that the bank in Colorado built a building. Oh, well, look at this. That happened, Tim, and what did GameStop do? For 2 bond offerings and raised $4 billion. Yeah, because maybe some people saw the writing on the wall. Cost of 1.5. They auctioned off the building, and it sold for $150 million. Yeah, 1/10. At least they got that. They're working together. Crystal Intelligence and Arms Holding. Ooh, yeah, not good on that. Let's see what else I got here. Look up what negative beta means. Yeah, Nathaniel, we know. Rance, you wanted to add the warrant price on the screen, by the way. No. It's already on there. We're looking at it. I could buy 100 warrants for $400. That would be 100% profit. If about $400 in shares at 25, that would only be $240 in profit, or 60%. Okay, I don't know about what you're saying there, Frank, but I got you. The gift that Roy and Kitty posted means this Christmas 2025. No, Adam, do me a favor, Adam. You've said some really good things in the chat. Don't ever reference a tweet, your tinfoil. Don't do that. We're fundamental guys. We're fundamental guys on markets and whatever it may be. But your whole the gift that Roy and Kitty tweeted, you shut that shit down right now, bro. I'm telling you. You'll be a lonely dude on the internet. You won't have anywhere to hang out because we don't play that here. Depends on your broker. Use Robinhood to put warrant price up underneath Weebles. Oh, Jay, I got you. No cash in lieu from eToro till now. If you buy warrants, is there commissions charged? No, that wasn't for me. On Fidelity, no. Silver going to be the real problem. Thank you. I already read that part. Thank you. Guarantee you big banks are short silver. JP Morgan comes to mind. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. You guys remember what happened on the short squeeze of GameStop versus silver back in 2021. This could be a huge short coverings. If the stock goes up to 500, you'll be able to buy them for $32. That's why people are buying warrants. Yes. Bank of America has a significant short position in silver, estimated at around 800 million ounces, which could potentially impact its financial stability. No, the bank's too big to fail, bro. Just want me to put that out there right now. I'm not afraid to say it. There are like 3 banks that you're not going to mess with. Bank of America is one of them. JP Morgan Chase, not going to mess with. And I would say Bear Stearns. And Bear Stearns is the only one that's a private, considering the other 2. What did I do? What'd I do? There we go. The AI bubble is their leverage. They've been able to persuade some retail and a few along. Yep. Similar to our dedication, except ours is based in reality. Absolutely. Never saw me coming. Like I said before, if they're going to be doing documentaries about this little itty-bitty channel, and it's numerous people doing documentaries, why? I'm the smallest dude on the internet. Oh, wait. We're actually the biggest channel on the internet for GameStop, which is awesome to be a part of. Never use Stash investing for a broker. Never have, Jet. Yeah. They engage in payment for order flows, so. And charge $3 a month. Well, now that's terrible. But Stash works out for some people. I can't speak out against this stuff. No ability to do options. Why would I? Even better. Just buy stocks. Good. And they only offered 3,100 of them out of 19,000. Jet, all the reasons you just told me I should be doing Stash, bro. I don't want bullshit and confusion. I only want to buy GameStop, and I don't want to do options. Stash sounds great. I will say this. I put a horse racing system into ChatGPT. So far, it's given me 1 to 2 races a month. So far, all 9 have won. I don't know what the hell you just told me, bro. But I'm not betting. You're not going to get me to be a gambler. Not here, Drew. How many you lost, Andrew? He said none. Yes, I used to profit to buy GameStop. Oh, cool. That's cool. That's what we're doing. Are y'all buying GameStop warrants? Yes. 9 races, 9 wins. He got margin called. Just kidding. You guys buying warrants? My bank says they aren't available yet. Oh, Kyle, I don't know what's going on, man. 60 warrants granted. Congratulations. I was thinking of putting a YouTube channel on it. On your horse bet, right? On your how you're fixing horse bets? Hey, Andrew, something I learned from Roy and Kitty. When you find out something that can beat the system, keep it to yourself and pocket it and go. I'll stick with GameStop, though. Thank you. Stay healthy, mind, soul, and body. Trying. Do warrants have voting rights? No. Do I get more rights now that I control more shares with these warrants? No. Only Class A common stock has voting rights. I had somebody tell me, this reminds me of AMC and APE. I hope we don't get screwed. Nothing that happens to the warrants is going to mess with your GameStop position. Just remember that. I use ChatGPT for those. Cool. Morning, Marantz. Good morning, Frank, Team 51. Thank you, Frankie. Saw you, babe. Mystery is a spice of life. Ryan Cohen and the board knows this well. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. I know that I want to get up really quick and go grab something, and I'll be right back. I can feel my mouth is salivating for something to chomp on. So I will be right back, guys, and then we'll get the show going. I'm trying to get through the chat, so we'll get through the chat, I promise. Just let me come right back to you, okay? All right, peace. Is that what I'm doing? Who knows? All right, we're back. Thank you so much, guys. Sorry for the break. I was sitting there, and I'm like most men, okay? I'm not like these dudes, these robots. I'm a man. When I get hungry, I get hungry. And I just say, hey, feed me. Chile relleno. Yes, I had one, along with rice and beans. Went out there, talked to the dogs and the cat. Talked to my daughter. They were all cool. I said, hey, Spanish Wednesday, bangers only. She said, yeah, that's a good song. Thank you. I said, thank you. Thank you. It ain't ready. All right, so I was reading some of this chat here. I was catching up in the chat. And I love what you guys are saying. A lot of people are saying the same thing. It's like, excuse me. Oh, sorry, old man. You guys are all saying the same thing. Like, if we were to buy warrants, you're not losing anything. You're not really gonna. There's so much potential upside to it. That's where I'm at. Oh man. Whoa. Maybe I ate too fast. Good morning, all. Just tuning in. Anthony is here. Shout out to Anthony. 30 cents a share. Betting it doesn't go to 32.38. Cool. I don't know. These guys were all arguing over here. But it says, I almost doubled my warrants this morning from 873 sitting at 511. Oh, cool. If I don't get a minimum of $32 per warrant, then I'm exercising them for additional by October 26th when they expire. Yeah. Patient says, what's the price target the highest them warrants can go? Here, patient side, do me a favor. Start counting. Like right now, start counting. And then when we're done with the show, whatever number you say, just times that by 2 and add infinity after. Bro, they never stop going. They can go up to infinity and beyond. 305 warrants for me. Good job. Rants, what's your take on issuing fractional warrants? There is no take on that. Honestly, I see this as a positive move. I feel like GameStop's trying to keep options activity from getting in the way of the real momentum. Options activity getting in the way of real momentum. So what you're telling me is that people would rather exercise options and play in the world of options, and that they're taking the actual contracts off the table. People would much more rather do that. Brandon, I don't know what you know about life, Mr. Hall, but whenever somebody says, this is all the money I got, right? They go, man, I ain't got more than this. I only got, 33,000. That's it. That's all I got. Maybe that's all they have, bro. But there's more people. There are more options traders than there are GameStop investors. And those day traders are looking for volatility. They're looking for volume. That's what they're really looking for. They can't find it on this stock, so they don't trade it. They'll come back. GameStop's not deterring any of that. I promise you. The momentum of the stock and all that bullshit that these guys want to tell me. No. Talk to me about the fundamentals of the company and the valuations or the lack thereof that GameStop is given. That's all I care about. Hey, Marantz, can you explain to Jimmy Warrants fuzz? I don't know about any fuzz. I received some, but I'm thinking of selling them. Is that a good idea? Daniel, that sounds like a personal opinion, and it sounds like financial advice. I have 136 warrants, and I'm not selling one. I'm just not. Not right now. I'll see how they play out. Do you understand GME1? Do I understand GME1? Well, considering I'm not selling any contracts, I am buying any contracts. And I realize that those contracts are written before the distribution date. Therefore, warrants should go with the shares if they bought them before, from what I understand. But yeah, I really don't care to understand. I care about the company, and I care about my shares. Thank you. Cash App put out an announcement. Oh, cool. Let's see. My effing wallet when GameStop moves. Oh, man. Nice, Tim. I got it a second after you. Cool. I'm good vibes. I like what you said there. You said central banks send crash warnings soon. I hope, man. I hope. AI won't take your job. I like that one. We did that one. The trivia is a good addition to the show. Oh, wait till I get more of it. I'm just messing around today. Also, those were fake synthetic warrants and fake options disguised as warrants. They're going to be in big trouble if the big players exercise the high prices, and they will go on hook 'em values. Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Warrants are like kryptonite for the short sellers in a whole different way. Let's just say you're trying to close your position, and you're still trying to have a position, but you're given these warrants, right? And think about it. You got to exercise these warrants to keep pace with the market, or you're going to be diluted yourself. Everyone's going to own more shares. The value is going to go up. Value's going up anyway. You can't deny it. GameStop's price today is going to go up no matter what because people will exercise warrants. Got it. Well, and 32 is the floor. You're going to have to exercise those warrants to keep pace. And if you exercise them, the value goes up. Guess what that does to you? A little heavier. Ask the bondholders. It's the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. It's like you see a video from Tony De Niro. Bondholders are shorting the stock to hold it at this price because they're going to make money. Blah, blah, blah. And then Ryan Cohen goes, yeah, guess what, bondholders? I'm going to give you guys some warrants. You might want to exercise them, and or you will be diluting yourself at these levels. Don't worry. It's only 14 million shares. Not a big deal. Throw the money in. $32 a share, by the way. Go. You're gonna have to short more. Holy shit. We're gonna have to hedge it more. Oh, delta neutral. Oh, Tony De Niro. Let me pull up Cinemark real quick. Let me show you what Cinemark did with their bonds and when they closed them out. And this is what happened. This is the result. Did Cinemark offer the warrants at a strike price higher than the current share price? No. Did Cinemark have $9 billion of leverage just putting it on the table like a 10-inch? I don't know why you would need 10 inches, but, I don't know. I'm talking about shoes, bro. Shoes. Calm down. Get your mind out the gutter there, Tony D. Do you know if there's any news on AMD? No. Yeah, AMD, they agreed. They agreed to allow 10% of their company to be sold off to OpenAI. And apparently, that's a good thing because OpenAI has a lot of cash that we don't know about. Enough to buy that company. How are you going to buy Jack in the Box tacos without a corporate job? I'm not. Would be fun if GameStop warrants climbs higher than that's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. But I mean, I guess it's possible, like in the world of manipulation. Cali is weird. What a waste of taxpayers' money. Oh, Cali's more than weird, bro. More than weird. Oh, I will give you this though, Ruben. We have a lot of paved sidewalks. Like where I live, like you know what? The city can't tell me that they're not doing shit with my money. Cause like there's construction everywhere. And these neighborhoods are perfect. Like whatever you think Mayberry is, that's where that's our neighborhoods. The whole damn neighborhoods will look like that. Like when you guys go trick-or-treating and everybody's in a golf cart, because the houses are so well spread out, the streets are paved, there's sidewalks, it's well lit. Like even driving. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I was thinking about the other day. I was looking around. I was like, look at all these damn palm trees on this road. Everything's just well manicured, and you pay these city employees so much, but that's all taxes. I guess it's okay. God, see what I have to do? I have to go close out Discord because people want to send me messages while I'm live. There's nothing like it. Where were these messages coming from? It's not Discord? Where is that? I don't know. 51 gang. How you doing? Bro, I thought of Texas, but they're not set up for winter right. I think it's about weather keep getting wilder and wilder, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, no, then that's why, yeah. I wonder if that guy who admitted he was very wrong seeing 19 for GameStop, so wrong. But I told you he was wrong. I told you he was wrong the minute he made the video. I didn't have to see where he was thinking, oh, you're wrong. Hey, look at me. Nick, what do you mean we got to pay to get the answers from you, bro? You already gave us the wrong ones. I've been talking about this for the last 6 months. I told them they waited 2 months. You know how coordinated this is. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm tired of these guys on TikTok and YouTube and Twitter and telling you how the stock's going to go. And I'm just like, more dudes like this that want to get rich quick scheme. I can't even talk. Bro, I've been sitting here for years just watching GameStop do nothing. And I love it. Doesn't that piss you off, Meltdown? Doesn't that piss you off, Wall Street? You guys are watching the show. Check me out, bros. I'm a fat ass. I had rice and beans and I ain't gonna miss her. Yeah. No, I had rice and beans with a little chile relleno and a Coke Zero while I'm listening to Spanish music, while I'm watching GameStop just go sideways. Don't care, bro. My life goes on. Yeah. How many people in the stress? Rest in peace, young. There's a heaven for a G. I don't know. Bro, yep. I already know. Circular funding, that's what they're calling it. Trust me, bro. Wait till Wall Street finds out. Oh, it's going to be so fun to watch them squirm. I think I really like to watch destruction. I'm being just honest. Like, I caught myself the other night, and all I was doing was watching tornado videos. Guys, tornado videos on YouTube? I'm right there looking like, these mother effers don't have any GameStop shares. They got no investments. Can you imagine me? Tornado warning. Hey, honey, let's go for a drive. I'll be gone, bro. I'll be gone. No, you'll never find me. You'll never. Sure. My wife's going to be like, where are we going? Don't know, don't care. We'll go back to California in a minute. I'm just doing a full loop. Let me loop around Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Colorado. Oh, where's 4 Points? Let's try out 4 Points. That looks cool. Pikes Peak. Oh, you got to work tomorrow? Let me start driving back home then. You'll never catch me, bro. Sorry. It was for dancing. I kept it at 68 to 70. Oh, man, my wife. She has that 70 right now, Ruben. 70 at night. And that forces Ziggy to want to curl up and be with you. So Ziggy's cool as shit until Ziggy brings his toy into the bed and starts. See, I fell asleep. I was like, okay, I got to take a power nap real quick. Because my mom, she's like, hey, go rest. And then, when the doctor comes back in, you can pick me up. And I was just like, Mom, rest? She's like, yeah. So I actually went back home. I filled my truck full of gas. Then I went home. And I was like, my mom's going to call me. My phone will ring. It's like, honestly, it's 4 a.m. But I lay down for like 10 seconds next to Ziggy, and he just starts attacking my legs because I had on jeans. He's like, bitch, take these pants off in this bed, bro. You can't be dressed like that. Don't you know? And my wife is like, stop moving. I'm like, I ain't even moving. It's the damn cat. I just can't, bro. She has so cold. He's trying to get warm and do shit. Like, if it was hot in my house, bro, I guess not. I don't want it hot, but I'm just saying. I don't even know why I'm telling you this story. Who cares? Report for attendance. Warrant price 380 means market makers looking at 32 plus 8, 3.8 in the future. No, stay happy. That's not what it means. It just means they found a price. They have to find a price to list it at so that people will buy it and sell it. And if people don't buy it at 3.8, then guess what they do? They start lowering the price. It's called price discovery. Thanks again for the shout out yesterday. The car biz has been a tough racket lately. Oh, man. You mean lately? Forever. Let me tell you what's happening with cars. Denny Devin, let me tell you what's happening with cars, okay? One, the price of vehicles continues to go up because these car makers are making them more expensive for whatever reason, right? There's labor costs involved. There's imports. There's a lot going on, okay? But the true problem that you have with vehicles is that everyone who bought cars with their stimulus money, COVID money, down payments, 0% interest, and or very, very good loans, all from 2020, 2021, and 2022. You're in a 5-year window right now where most loans are from 60, 72, and 84. During COVID, they invented the 84-month loan. So you're seeing people do loans for 7 years. You're in the 6th year of that COVID timeframe. This is the hardest time to get people out of their vehicles. They're writing them off, low rates and low price, and it wouldn't matter. They're going to try to ride them till the wheels fall off. So The only way you're going to find an upside is if you go and walk through your maintenance bay and talk to the owners that are getting their vehicles serviced. So go to the service department, and everyone who's getting the vehicle serviced, just offer them a test drive and or talk it out with them. Say, hey, what are you driving? Cool. Well, listen, what I have here today, I know you probably already got a great rate, and you acknowledge all the things that they can beat you on. And you acknowledge everything, and you say, here's what I got for you, though. And you know what? Maybe you don't want it today, but maybe tomorrow, maybe the next month, or maybe the next year. I'm willing to talk to you a year from now because I'll still be here. I pray you will be too, but here's what I got. And boom, you have that conversation. So you get it while you can, and you talk it out. But you got to just do a lot of talking and a lot of acknowledging that you can't beat out those rates. And the only reason why I talk this way is because of credit cards. I think about credit cards. I've had to launch those credit card companies and talk that way. Even in the big meetings, like you go to a big meeting, do you know what they talk about? They talk about two things you think about when you deal with credit cards, okay, guys? Just so that you're clear, like in retail, if you ever want to have those conversations, you say which credit cards you're going to accept, what are the fees for the credit cards themselves, and how do they minimize, how can you minimize those fees, right? So if you have an exclusive credit card, they will say something like, we'll eliminate credit card fees based off of a bounty. And then you're going to look and be like, okay, so how many new applicants can I get versus who's currently using the card? And then those incentives that you give them to use the card, right? It's all the same thing. Car dealerships are the same way. You don't think they're making money off of maintenance and say, you know what, we're going to get this maintenance program. We're going to sell these packages. We're going to get on the back end. You might take a whole shot on the front end. But once you get them to F&I, all right, finance, you get them back there. Now they got to make money on the back end. Let me sell you a warranty. Let me sell you some gap. Let me sell you this, and that. And you're looking and saying, okay, well, how can I get you back for the money I gave you on the front? Tires. Come on, man. Showroom tires, soft tires versus the actual tires that you buy. I mean, there's so much you learn in the auto industry when it comes to sales, but you got to know where to win and how to win. So good luck to you, though, in the car world. That is a tough racket. For the next couple of years, you're going to be battling. I would say from now until 2029, it's going to be a real run. But I'd say after 27, you should start in a pickup in foot traffic, a pickup in people wanting a new vehicle. But not right now. It's going to be rough, bro. But hey, it's the life we're living. Okay, so struggle it out, grind it out, thug it out. Aloha from the 808. Love your content. Keep it up. Do you like cats? Travis, I love cats. They're cool. They're cool little dudes. I don't really care to go and I don't know how to get a cat other than the shelter. Like that's the way my wife and I are. We go to the shelter and get cats and dogs. We got Lovey from the shelter. I got Tito from a parking lot. I rescued him. And then we went and got Ziggy from the shelter. But we just try to do what's right. The shits are bigger too. Are we talking about like human? That's gross, bro. Lisa Sue and Jensen Hong are cousins. Oh, yeah. I heard about that. And that explains a lot on this market and having those connections. Semiconductors is a whole nother world, bro. That's the way I see it. Or any tech stocks, really. Big dogs run your life? Yeah. Oh, and he said in big shits too. Yeah, thank you, bro. Completely wrong. No. But it'd be a good idea to buy warrants at the moment if they're valuing them at $32 minimum. Cruise, I don't know what you want to do. No option contract fee on warrants. Well, there you go. Vampire, good job. Rants, if you had a president's ear on 3 policy moves, what would you tell him to put into place to stop doing ASAP that you think would help the economy or at least level playing field for the market? Oh, goodness gracious. What would I do? 3 policy moves. What a good question, Anthony. I could talk to, you said a president. You mean the president's here? Yeah, you said the presidents. If I could talk to Donnie, excuse me, Mr. President, Three things that I would have him do is shit, bro. And three? Oh man. I would ask the president to implement more transparency for marginal requirements throughout every day, like closing day. So I think it's a big secret, and I don't like secrets. So I think like when hedge funds are hedging their positions, and there's like collateral requirements to close out for the day for the clearinghouse to clear. I think those brokers and those super brokers should have to post how upside down they are, because I have a feeling. This is my honest opinion. After I've done some homework here on the Barings Bank and the way they did it, I have a feeling that people do things to satisfy what it looks like transparency, but I think they're just gaming the system. Like, I can give you an example of why I ask for more transparency. It's like Robinhood and or Melvin Capital. We'll use Melvin Capital. We'll do that one better. So Melvin comes through and they're short on liquidity, and they need $5 billion, $4.5 billion for collateral to close out the day without being, margin called. And who do they get the money from? They get it from Citadel and Point72. This is during GameStop in 2021. And by them gathering $5 billion, all it did, and if people don't know this is why it's bullshit, okay? They gave them the $5 billion, but not to settle for the day. They just gave them the $5 billion to show collateral for their position. They didn't lose anything yet. What they officially lost was whatever they had to close out via the time frame, right? Of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and in this case, they unwound 2 years later. But I believe Citadel and Point72 asked for their money back like in a year. So you're sitting on the $5 billion just to fix your problem. But the truth is, you shouldn't have been allowed. Like, I don't think people should be allowed to help each other out so that they don't actually fall down to the ground. I think you should remain insolvent. Like, you should really go ahead and go bankrupt and take the pain on the chin. And if somebody else wants to pick you up after the fact, like, hey, we want to invest with this guy again, he did so great, whatever, I don't think they should be allowed to help each other out. So I think I would ask for transparency there. That was a big one for me. I'm not going to say short selling. I know everyone that's low-hanging fruit. Oh, we got to expose short sellers. We got to do this, because that's just the functionality of the markets. You wouldn't have risk. You wouldn't have the liquidity you have. And I'm an adult about it. Like, I understand. That's why I always tell you, if you want to loan out my shares, loan them. I don't fucking care. Like, however you want to manipulate this stock, do it. You want to manipulate GameStop, go for it. Like Ryan said, shorter's going to short. Let them short. Like, let them do their own bidding. But it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you in the long run. It's not going to cost me anything. I'm going to get good value. I'm going to get great value for my shares every time I look at them. But one would be the transparency of the marginal requirements and what the rules are. That'd be one policy change that I don't know if he could really work that in. The second thing that I would ask is to do what he's always said and put America first. Stop this bullshit of having allegiances and alliances with alternate governments. I'm going to tell you how much we stand on our own. If you believe in your tariff standpoint, right, and you believe in your consumer standpoint, and we're the strongest consumer, we're the strongest producers, we're the strongest this and that. If you believe the narrative you push, then fucking put your money where your mouth is, and stop taking dollars from people that you didn't need to take dollars from. Stop having allegiances and alliances with certain people. I won't even say the names, but I'll let you figure out who they are. And I'm just saying, if you want to be that make America great again, well, then what the fuck are we doing? Because we're selling out to everybody. I just saw a guy named John Paulson raise $50 million for Donald Trump's administration, and he comes out and gives him a sweetheart deal and buys his mining company, his minerals company, Trilogy Metals. the United States government invested $35 million into a company when it had a market cap of $300 million. Like you bought 10% of a company because it's your buddy's company. Now your buddy nets $100 million off the deal. So that's a problem for me. But, you know, I've seen people pad the books for other people. You know, that's what they do. I mean, have you guys ever been around like city controllers? Like, it's a big thing for me. Like, I always look at the city council members locally, and I try to figure them out because I've been on the board of directors for numerous, I say numerous, for two. I've been on the board of directors for two nonprofits, and I was the treasurer for both. And while I was on the board of directors, I figured out and I found out like how people were stealing money. And I said, oh, that's not cool. Like, you're stealing money from a kids' youth organization, and you're stealing money from a homeless organization like that helps out the homeless. Like, it really pisses me off. But once you find out like how they do it, you realize that it's rampant. Like, it happens on all walks of life. You're like, yeah, so and so owns a company, or so and so manages a spot, and what are they going to do? They're going to farm out everybody to their friends and family so they can all make an income. So that's why it's always somebody's cousin who has a contract with the city. And you're like, well, how is this? You know, conflicting. It's always conflicting. And that's what tends to happen right now with America. So I have a lot of policy changes that I can't implement and change in my head because I would just be fair and impartial. Like, I would literally just go, who's the best person for the job, and let's go ahead and get it to them. Like, who's the most reputable? Who's the one who can handle it? Why am I not, I shouldn't have production delays. I shouldn't have oversight. I shouldn't have expense and excess. Like, if I have a heating and air conditioning problem, I'm hiring Ruben, man. Ruben and his family, and I'm going to go with that route. Like, I'm so dedicated, but then you're like, Rants, you're hiring your people. Yeah, proven track record. And I get nothing for it, but I'm just saying. I know that kind of contradicts what I was just saying, but I'm just joking. My point is that there's a lot out here, Anthony, that unfortunately we're surrounded with. And you can't fix everything, but I think that's why I love GameStop so much, because GameStop's a complete opposite of nepotism, of the establishment, and of status quo. That's, like, to tell you the truth. I mean, think about it. You're going into a company that you get to buy into. You find value in it for what it does, and they don't take a single dollar from you. They give it all back to the investors. Every single dollar invested into GameStop is a dollar attributing towards the goal of what it is. And I challenge YouTube content creators the same way. You guys, and I've always done this. It was Jeremy was out there talking about me personally, like what I do with my time and my money and my energy, and I'm just like, dude, there's nobody that lives for GameStop more than me. Like, I'm just telling you, maybe Ryan Cohen, but if I'm gonna rival Ryan Cohen on energy, I can't measure him. I can't match him on dollars. So I'm just thankful. I'm thankful to be right here with you guys, and building a platform and building a presence in the image of what Ryan Cohen stands for. So I stand with Ryan, man. I've kind of lost faith and hope into Trump and the administration. Trump's the best president that we could ask for, but that's like from the, hey, I want to be American standpoint. But when it comes to business, you get reminded really quick just how cutthroat business is, and how it's so quid pro quo. You know, like you pat my back, I pat yours, and you forget about those things. But I mean, it's everyone. You can't run away from it because they all want to make a dollar. Everyone's trying to make a dollar for another vote or for another allegiance, and I think I'm just the total opposite of that. So maybe I'm the last Boy Scout, Bruce Willis. Maybe I am. Incredible that we watch Free Leaps, best board for any public company. Yeah. Though that we receive Free Leaps, yeah, we did. They turn off the buy button on the warrants. They can't keep getting away with this. Oh, patient, shut up. Literally, your brokerages tell you which one's going to do it and which one's not. Derek was definitely a beast on the warrants in the Discord. All his receipts in the Discord, yeah. Sell old long-term capital shares to exercise. Saves you from the short-term capital tax. Let me read that again. Hold on. So old long-term capital shares to exercise. Yeah. First in, first out. Come on, bro. But why sell at all? With all due respect, do you think GM could reach $60 this year? Is that GME? You talking about GameStop? Aren't you? Yeah. With all due respect. You didn't disrespect me. Shout out to Freddie Bauer for the $51 for the Super Chat team. Damn, Freddie Bauer's man. Yes. I mean, what can you do? Better not mention that I like J-pop, bro. Paulie, that's all you do. Yep. With all due respect, do you think GameStop could reach $60 this year? If you type it a third time the wrong way, that'd be awesome, bro. Are you like some bot? From Canada, don't even see the warrants in my account or can buy it. Tubby, I don't know what you're doing up in Canada, bro, but Canada's the most, and I'll say this very loosely, the most criminal investment environment I've ever seen in my life. Oh, and some funds. Just wait. 200 more warrants as a late birthday gift for myself. Adam Austin, it could be. The warrants alone can have a multiple X upside. This is a no-brainer. Thank you, Endgame. Ironically, Robinhood has been on their game for GME this time around regarding warrants. Yes, they have. Wealth Simple will not sell warrants. Cool. Cash App is giving 0.5 warrants for 5 shares. That's the same thing. E-Trade allows buying warrants. Oh, good job. I got my Computer Share Fidelity and Schwab warrants. Still waiting on my public account. I heard public hasn't issued them out yet. No issues with Robinhood. Good job. I have E-Trade. I have my warrants. Good job. Public account says pending warrants now. Good job, Whiskey. Just bought a warrant on Robinhood. Good job. It's all of us. Can the warrants lead to legal cases against brokers? Paul, yes and no. Yes and no. Listen, they all have great lawyers. So I wish you the best of luck when you're going to go up against these guys. But it would be GameStop. GameStop would have to be doing a lot. This is crazy. Yeah, it can be. Merrill Lynch won't even load the trade of the warrants. There we go. Wait till Keith Gill exercises warrants above $32 a share and quadruples down, showing his new YOLO updated position. Oh, Jay, I can wait, but I'm going to be very excited. I can't buy warrants through my bank. Royal Bank is trash. The Royal Bank of Canada. Gotcha. Is it a good idea to sell 1 share of GME for 6 warrants? Bro, who am I talking to, bro? First off, would it be a good idea to sell GameStop shares? I can't with these kids, bro. Why is there no exercise button on the warrants? I can only buy and sell. How do you exercise if you're not on Computer Share? I have no idea. I haven't even looked at them long enough to exercise. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know if you have to wait till it gets to $32 and exercise there. I don't know. Public is pending 1 day now. Jay showing his visionary skills. Yep. I bought 24 warrants and no shares today. The warrants will be huge. Moo Moo got their warrants. Thank you, DJ J. DJ J. Wow, man, you sound... Dude, what's up, bro? My name's DJ J. Did you think that through, bro? Like, if you're a real DJ, first off, guys, you guys ever think of, like, your screen names? There we go. There. Yeah, man. Here's what I'm going to call myself today. What's your name, bro? Like, whatever screen name you come up with, right? Like, for, like, my son and I, we sat there and we thought about it. And because we used to play a lot of Call of Duty. And it would say, like, so-and-so has killed boo, 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 right? So our name was House Intruder. House Intruder has killed blah, blah, blah. And then his name was House Invader. So it was House Intruder and House Invader. And we were out there just, what's up, House? My boy and I, we were doubled up, bro. Killing it. I know the beta just got released on Black Ops 7. It's out there. Everybody's playing it, watching it. Is it 7 or 6? I don't even know. It's crazy, though. And my son he tells me this morning, he goes, Dad, I don't think you're going to be good at this one. And I'm like, come on, bro. I'm good at every game. You want to you want me to start playing it tomorrow or what? What do you want me to do? Want to play it tonight? He goes, Dad, it's like Apex, the movement. You're not good at Apex. I go, son, I'll go download Apex right now and play, and I'll start bodying people. He goes, no, Dad. No, just let it go. I take my son's advice. I don't feel like playing video games like that. I give the market till Friday. There you go, Andres. Let's do it. Anyone selling warrants today is trading, not investing. They aren't ready for what's coming. Correct. $400 a share, and I'm retiring early in Mexico. Oh, shit. What am I going to do in Mexico, though, bro? Get robbed and killed? No, I'll never go to Mexico. What's wrong with you? The hell? You know, for me to go to Mexico, Oh man, 6 feet, fair skin. They come up and be like, "Hola, chico," and I'm like, no te entiendo, no te entiendo nada, no. Hey, how much money you got? Oh, you speak English now. There we go. Hey, Marantz, would it be a good idea to sell my warrants? Hey, GME is on a run. Ooh, man, 24.77. That's a run. Warrants, $25 is 13x the stock price today. It's a no-brainer. GameStop is 11 months at 32 to the warrants are easy where it's come close to 32 in arbitrage. This is a no-brainer. Yes. Does warrant current value correlate to GME price? No. Doesn't necessarily work that way. My warrants from the European purchase GameStop stock are in my account. However, my warrants related to the New York Stock Exchange warrants are missing. I sent my broker. Oh, there you go. I don't know why they're missing, bro. People saying banks are short metals, yet banks are literally the ones pumping the price targets. So does buying a $3.79 mean it's $32 plus the $3.79 premium? No. Yes. I mean, it's your price. It's whatever you're going to pay for it, Sergio. It's so you have the rights to do it, but you would say your strike price is $35.79. Sure. I'll just do it that way. Keep at it, Marantz. Forget the haters. GME to the moon. Thank you. Catching up now. Esos Classics de los Angeles Azules. Yeah, I'm playing the classics of them. Yeah, bro. Good evening from Germany. Good evening. Guten Tag. Guten Tag, my boys. Do you use TradingView? I cannot chart with the warrant ticker. I do not use TradingView. I use Webull. These warrant issues will cause a share count without asking for one. There you go. There you go. Now you're tracking, bro. Spanish Wednesday, let's go. Team 51, absolutely. Bought a warrant today. Good job, Benjamin. I was just listening to this concert videos yesterday. 51 shares, 51 warrants. Fabian, good job. Banger alert. Banger alert, bro. The earlier Spice mystery, is that what that says? Comment was about how the board doesn't project their moves. Okay, I'm down with that. Thank you, thank you. Romantico. Some Carlos Vives, Marantz, please. Calm down, Amber. Play what I want, girl. Robinhood names GameStop warrants. Jimmy Plus, bro. Come on, bro. Oh, man, that's funny for me. Sorry. A little late to the video, but Marantz is so right, which is why I doubled my warrants this morning. Viper, don't worry. For me to double my warrants, it doesn't cost me much. Just give me a couple days, guys. Wealth symbol in Canada does not allow the buy button. Alan, when are we going to get out of Canada, guys? Like, why do we have to be born in, like, the worst countries known to the U.S.? You think Ryan Cohen can 10x the $10 billion in cash over the next 4 years? Sure, why not? 4 years from now? Yeah. Public is now allowing you to buy GameStop warrants. Good job. Public is still pending. I purchased 14 warrants on Fidelity right now. No issues. Be right back. I got to deposit some money for the 101 more warrants. Damn, bro. Team 51. How are you doing? I don't know yet. I'm still catching up in the chat. But I'm almost there, guys. Where to buy warrants from a Canadian platform? Have no idea. Rants, you were serious about telling people to sell their gold? Very. Aaron, I'm very serious about telling people. Gold's going to keep going. Doesn't mean I shouldn't take $4,000 an ounce. Bro, do you know what these guys paid for with their gold? Like, I know, man, if you're out there buying little charms and shit, buying little gold. I told my wife, where's that pendant I bought you? She's like, it's put away. That shit had gold and rubies on it. I paid $700 for it. I bet you I'd turn it in right now. I bet you I get like $6,000. I want to do it. I got fractional warrants. I can't. Bullerino, whatever. Bullario. Can't buy more on Schwab until the cash settles. They secured. They scared. Pikes Peak represent. I don't even know what Pikes Peak is, bro. I just know that when Paul Bunyan and his ox Blue, when they were wrestling, he was beating his ass. And this was in like the plateau of like Utah or whatever. And I guess they were digging into the dirt, and it made two big ass mountains. So it was like Pikes Peak and then the Rocky Mountains. And then he was tired after the fight, so then he grabbed his axe and he just started walking through Arizona, and he was dragging his axe, and that created the Grand Canyon. These were all the things I was told growing up. Maybe I read it somewhere. I was about to buy 101 more warrants in memory of the Dalmatians. I saw hiking this past weekend. Oh, did you? And started chipping away at my warrant goal. Gotta wait for cash to settle to buy warrants. Pikes Peak. Yeah, I don't know. I bought my one warrant. I have to wait for nothing. Man, having a dividend that can grow in value still blows my mind. Ryan saying he was not going to do cash dividends, pump fake me 100% and couldn't be happier. There we go. Funny, I don't remember getting in your bed. Oh, his name is Ziggy, bro. Getting Ziggy with it. I haven't received my GS2C warrants. Okay. Anyone else in the same boat? No, not really. Dealership just tried to give me a 9.5 APR. Told them 5% is my highest. Bro, all my shit was like 0 and 0.9. Swear to God. Or offer some real interest rates. I've never paid over 0.09 and they refuse to pay higher. Eric, you tell them, bro. Sold cars for 3 months at a Toyota dealership. I would only get minis or 150 per brand new car. Used cars had more margin, so bigger payouts. Yeah. Always bigger payouts for used cars because they buy them at auction, and then you have the difference of whatever maintenance they put into them and what's ever netted back to you. And then, of course, warranties cost more, and the financing fees are more on used cars. So the only way a new car is better is if you do a lot of them, maybe like 30 of them. But what do I know, bros? I just know some people in the industry, like my whole life. You know how hard it is to find red enchiladas with cheese in San Antonio? The horror. I just had not enchiladas, but yeah, I hear you. Mumu allowed me to buy my warrants. Weeble can't. Barings Bank, great movie, is The Rogue Trader. Well, there you go. No warrants here yet. You should watch it, Mark. Tell him to watch it, bro. Ryan Cohen's last interviews were epic. I don't think the interview with Paperhand Portnoy will happen. Yeah, well, I hope it doesn't happen. We're thankful for you, bro. Yeah. I just noticed that the warrants I just purchased on Fidelity are separate from the warrants GME gave me. Whoa, Whiskey. I don't know about that. Let me go check, Whiskey. Let me go check. I have a way of doing it. Because, I bought one this morning, so I got to see what's going on. Let me see what I got here. Okay. Boom. Okay. Nope, it's all together. Here you go. So here's my position. It's right here. And let me get rid of that really quick. That was cool. Hold on. Okay. So it's right there. Do you guys see it now? So I'm at 1,366 shares and 136 warrants. So that's where I'm at right now. And I feel good about it. 368. Ooh. I'm up $500 current value. It means I could sell for $500 right now. And then I could just go over here and buy 20 shares. I get a free 20 shares, guys. That's what it would be for me. Is that enough yet? Nah. Not 20 shares for 136. Not for me. I'll chill. I'll chill on that. Let me know when this says $1,000. This says $1,000. Go buy some more shares at that point. I'll wait for it though. Double up my money on that. Cool. I'm living proof, bro. But I'm actually gonna keep buying more warrants, so it's gonna be a big problem for somebody. Not for me. Somebody. All right, let me keep going through this chat really quick. We're almost done. And then we can do that. Then we can start the show. I haven't even started the show yet. Rants, really appreciate the knowledge you give us. You're welcome, Smoke a lot. Someone at Connors Bank, is that what it's called? EU, and got his warrants, still didn't get mine. Europeans didn't get any. I don't know. I've received my warrants according to my transaction, but no access to them. Called E-Trade, and they put a request in for me to appear in portfolio. Just bought one, and it only shows that I have one. Oh, that sucks, man. Trump 45 and Trump 47 are two different administrations. The fleas and the ticks associated with 47 have sacked the life out of me. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Yeah, we're thankful for you, bro. Thank you. Cities do the same thing. The city next door to mine is almost bankrupt. Poor money decisions. My city is headed out that way. Yep. Just bought 1K warrants. It's Wednesday for Tony and the Hedgies. Good job, G-Money. 1K warrants, man. That's a lot of money. Picking up 2 copies of Battlefield 6 on Friday. Let's do it. My Swedish broker just let me sell, but not buy the warrants. Well, congratulations on selling. I'm sure people will want to buy them. I think it's going to be okay. PSA 4 going offline soon will force new console sales. Ooh, whoa. Dumb question. If you only sell warrants right now, who's buying them if we can't buy them? Us, the bishop, us. You speak pretty good, clear Spanish for a dude that doesn't speak Spanish. ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo le flor? ¿Cómo le flor? Cuánto amor me diste tú, Marichita, Marichoy. Pero, ay, 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 cómo me duele. Ay, 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 cómo me duele. Yeah. Yo sé. Hey, bro. First off, bro. I was talking to my wife about this the other night. We were at dinner. I said, baby, did you know these kids don't even know Selena? We're over here. Selena comes on. We're at the restaurant. Selena came on in the restaurant, right? The whole place just starts grooving, just starts moving. The servers are singing. The dishwashers are singing. The person cooking the food is singing. All the people, all the people in there, all the adults are like, yo, hey. And then the kids are right there like this. With their earbuds in, don't even listen to the world. It was bad, bro. You have to add Warren's price next to the GME bar, please, because we will be holding these babies till the end. Yeah, Shroud, I'll have it ready for the next stream. I'll have it there for the next stream, I promise. So excited what happens with GameStop. It's always excited what happens. You got another whole year to figure this out, bro. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, not going to lie. Welcome to my rants, Warrants, rants. Plenty of good advice. And all the advice on finance. I just picked up 40 GME warrants. Good job, Dan. My truck has a 6.49 APR. Oh. My company would hand out 1 ounce coins as a thank you back in 2015, and people would throw them away, and a few of us stack them, and they hand out Chinese trinkets. Anyone in Europe able to buy more warrants? I don't know. I've tried on Saxo, IBKR, and Nordnet. Bro, that all sounds like nerd talk. Got my 20 GME warrants in my Fidelity accounts. Good job. If the stock goes up to $500, you would have been better off buying shares today, not warrants. Bro, Brimstock, can you please stop this shit? We're on the same team. I love my warrants, but prefer to buy actual shares at the current price. I don't even think you understand. What the hell are you talking about? You put $32 in there. Okay. I'll say it for you one more time, okay? The value of the warrant is not the value that you can exercise it at. Are you tracking yet? Okay. Let me explain it to you the best way I can. If the stock price were to go to $500 today, we'll use an outlandish example for you. But if it were to go to $500 today, what do you think the warrant would be worth then? $3,000? $4,000? Oh, you don't know? Okay, let me explain it to you. That if the value of the stock went to $500 today and the warrant has a strike price of $32, okay? You now have what? A year to allow the price of GameStop to go from 500 to what? That's what's factored in when you own the warrant. So maybe you're not understanding what you're exposing yourself to when you buy a $3 warrant. You're buying a $3 warrant versus a $24 stock. Are you understanding what you're trying to say versus what I'm saying? The price goes to $500. Hello, McFly. How many times is 24, what you paid for, or we'll do 25, going to 500? Somebody tell me. Is it 50? I don't know. What is it? I don't know. Is it 20? It's 20. It 20x your money, right? So if I buy a $3 warrant, I'm just checking it out. $3 warrant. We'll call it 4 for fun. You have a $500 stock. You minus the $32. What do you have? You have 468. Now I take the 468 and I divide that by 4. Right? Now I'm at 142. I'm at 142 times my $4. Are you figuring it out yet? Did the simple math work for you? I can either do 20x my money or I can do 142 times my money. It's really that simple. But I still have theta behind it, so it might even go even further. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you, bro. It's ridiculous. MK just put it on there. MK just put it on there on the chat for you since you wanted to be a jackass on the total. Don't worry, we love you, but you've taken the last 2 hours to type it in 5 different ways. And we're literally trying to tell you, trying to help you, trying to walk you there. I'm gonna expose myself to $3.50, or I'm gonna expose myself to 24. I would rather have this. Okay, whatever you want to do, bro. I bet you if you won the lottery, you probably would want the monthly payments. I'll take the annual. I'll take the annuity payments for the next 30 years. What do you mean? I get the whole amount. I get the $1.2 billion. Yeah, over 30 years, it's awesome. Yeah, I just take the $600 million right here, today, right now. 30 years from now, oh shit, you know what that's gonna be? Ridiculous, bros. Ridiculous. Like you had 2 weeks to think this out, Brimstock. 3 weeks. Shit. How do I exercise one warrant? For the heck of it. I want to do it for the heck of it too. I gotta find out. I gotta look at it. I don't know. I'm talking with you guys right now. Let me look at it really quick. I'm gonna see what it says. It says, isn't there like a corporate action I can do or something? I don't know what I could do. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. How do I exercise this damn thing? How would you do it? I'm in there. GameStop and down distribution warrants. Okay, cool. Form 424B2 from corporate. That's what they filed. Okay. So how in the hell do I exercise? There was an activity in security today. Cool. That's what it says to me. I want to exercise. I want to exercise the demons. Close positions. Let me see. I have no close positions. I have an overview. I have this stock. I have this. It says here, activity and orders. No, I have no idea. Not even gonna say this is how you do it. Yeah, don't have a clue, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. Hey guys, I'll Google this shit. I'll make the video for you. It'll all happen. I swear to you. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Brimstock don't know that he's gay. It means no worries. Hey, bro, don't worry, bro. Chill, okay? Chill. Can't wait for Trump stimmies so I can dump it in GameStop. Ah. Yeah. Hey, these Trump tariff checks are coming. Sure they are. Sure they are. Just bought 10 warrants and bought $10 into shares. Oh, cool. Smuggle out. There you go. It's like a $4 stock. It's like a $4 bet on the stock will be over $36 on or before 1 year from now. There you go, Frank. There you go. Hey, brother, I'm late to the live chat. Question. Sounds like everyone is getting their warrants. I thought they were going to have a hard time locating real shares. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You're wrong. Let me in. Huh. Yeah, you guys, listen. It's never been a hard time. I don't know who the hell you're watching. I've never... What did I say to you? I said they're all wrong. I said that dude, Nick, is wrong. Uncle Bruce, wrong. Tony De Niro, wrong. This is not like a volatile thing. The issue that you're having here is people don't know how to do math. It's 1/10. 1/10 of your current position, you need to come up with warrants. Okay, well, guess what? All of the UK, all of Asia, all these guys are liquidating their positions and they can only sell on the open market. So guess what happens? Everybody gets to buy them and deliver, and everybody's on a borrow system. I mean, basically, until they settle for tomorrow. Oh, what did you settle? We all settled. They gave you these. They give you them in good faith, I guess, but I don't trust the stock world, bro. And GameStop comes out with this instrument, and you're like, okay, well, go look at Bed Bath & Beyond. They had a cutoff date of the second, date of record, and now they're not issuing out their warrants for 2 weeks. What the hell? Are they going to have a problem locating shit? No. Nobody knows what they're going to do. But I won't be buying them. I'm buying it right here, bros. Right here. And you saw the margin requirements on this. I don't know if you guys did, but it was like 2 billion%, 2 million%. It just makes it impossible to borrow. That's basically what it's saying. So I saw that too. Rants, I pulled a 1999 Pokemon game first edition of Alakazam Hollow PSA 9 yesterday and was offered $2,100 and some change. I said, hell no. Listed on eBay for $3,900 and it sold 2 hours ago. I said, damn, that was fast. Damn. Aaron? Damn. Woo. What a good card, bro. Congratulations. Oh, that's awesome. Did you sell it through eBay via Power Packs? That'd be awesome. Bro, I was fighting it out last night. Let me show you how I'm fighting it out with this dude right here. Watch this. Oh, no, I'm still going to show this. I got to make a new tab on the right, or duplicate tab. Cool. So let me go to my profile. Ooh, what was that? It says, I'm curiously optimistic with the Topps and Fanatics NBA stuff where it goes and needs to seriously look into the price points of the MLB side. Oh, why? Chrome blasters and megas continue to rot in the store shelves for months now on Fanatics. Hopefully there's a wake-up call. What, because they're $70 a piece, bro? Don't buy them. Who cares what's at Walmart? If you guys saw, there is a new proposal, okay? The new proposal that's coming out right now about AMC, which I told you was coming. The new proposal is for more shares. They want to double their shares. They want, right here, I put this out there last night, but they want to go from 550 to 1.1 billion shares. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Absolutely ridiculous. They want to vote on the new board of directors of who you want to vote on again. I think Adam Aaron should get the least amount of votes. But yeah, to double the shares to 1.1 doesn't mean that it would happen overnight. What it means is that they would dilute their shareholders again, and that would set up a reverse stock split. In my opinion, because your stock price is going to be below $1 at that point. So they're already at $2 and some change, $3 on a good day, and they want to go ahead and double 1.1 billion. Just so that we're clear, they did a 10-to-1 reverse stock split. So asking for 1.1 billion is the equivalent of 11 billion shares from when they actually rocketed up back, 4 years ago. It's turning out to be the biggest crime on Wall Street, but we'll leave it where it's at. So here's something that I want you guys to look at. This fucking punk, when I find this guy, dude. I let it rip on somebody last night because I had enough of his shit. Some dude was talking last night and pissed me off. So these card bros, they make me sick, okay? Hey, if you're a card bro, I'm looking for you, bro. But here's the card bro right here. So this guy, his name's The Hook. He's card collector, entrepreneur, dad, husband, loves to travel. eBay top rated seller at Off the Hook Collectibles, 11,000 followers. And this was the headline on Twitter and he said, PSA getting into repacks now with the face, right? And we want early access to power packs. PSA put this out there. Guess what? GameStop power packs. PSA is advertising GameStop power packs. Get early access. Power Packs is a brand new digital collecting experience where you rip digital packs online to reveal a PSA graded card. Once revealed, you can choose to keep, sell, or store your card and enter beta. So now the card collectors know that it's here. This is a big guy on card collecting world, and he's a dumbass, right? So everyone comes out, they all have something to say on it. And I had something to say on it. Is it right here? Am I in it right now? Oh, here we go. So they put some cards out. They talk that shit. With the GameStop, pretty cool concept. Can vault the card, ship the card, sell it back, and they will sell it to eBay. Different tier pack levels, no sales tax as it's in Delaware. Has been fun this far and easy to use. Just buy some and sell some back and keep it going. Could be worse for sure. That's what they have to say about it. So always the negative with these card collecting guys. Remember, all they want is card shops. Do you think they're offering to buy cards for fun? You mean they aren't collectors? Here we go. Then they can sell it back and then they at a loss and they'll sucker another person with it. It's all rigged against us. Oh, it sucks so much, man. The word is rigged. Oh, man. No, they're just copying Arena Club or Courtyard IO. Yeah, we're copying them. Why? Because they beat us. They rushed to it. They didn't have the partnership with PSA. They didn't have the partnership with eBay. They didn't have the partnership with GameStop. So, yeah. I think they did this once before, or at least announced it before. I may be behind, but I just got invited. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. What do you think of their buyback feature was for? They loaded up on inventory, baby. Hadn't submitted cards in a while. Good. You're not a real collector. Buy. Just put my life savings in. Shut your ass up, bro. Liars. This is a scandal waiting to happen. Fast forward 5 years from now. Breaking news. PSA grades own cards automatic 10 in repack scheme. It very well could. No checks and balances. Do you hear this? They think PSA is selling the cards. They don't understand. They want to make even more money. I can't blame them if people will buy it. There you go. Where did you find this? It was in my email. Yeah, just happened to send it to you guys. I love it. Now just get into the blockchain. I'm down. Now we're talking. You hear that? Now just get it on the blockchain and I'm down. Now we're talking. As if PSA doesn't have their own blockchain, essentially, which is the Vault program. It's a PSA Courtyard IO type of deal. Had to get in the game at some point. This has been out for like 4 months, bro. You guys are losers. Those buyback offers are low limits on your 9s. Send back through to 10. That's the thing. Buy the 9, send back as 10. However you guys want to do it. They're buying back so many cards. I was waiting to see exactly what they'd be doing with them. Now we know. Ha ha. GameStop card shop with a little crybaby face talking shit. Pretty much. Looked into selling graded cards there recently. Some of the offers were reasonable. Then there was this one for 10-cent offer on a card I'd pay something like $40 for. Some of their offers are wild for sure. I got a $6 offer on a $50 card. No. What they don't understand, GameStop offers are wild, right? And the reason why is because they don't want your card. They only want certain cards. They have a whole program for it. That's the difference, bro. Stay away from anything related to PSA. Before taking on any new endeavors, they should fix their broken grading system, improve turnaround times, and refund customers for unfulfilled promised turnaround times. Agreed. Yeah. That makes it so exactly, bro. This is the problem that I've been having with these guys. Really sorry about the 9s, bro. Can we buy that from you? Seems like a conflict, right? That's what they say. Nat Turner stated that they're done through another company and not PSA. I could use a refresh on how that works. Somehow, one state of a PSA could literally grade a card lower, and then it's regraded and slab in their repacks. I think GameStop is facilitating it. I love these people who don't know what the hell's going on. So this is the card world right now, guys, just so that you're aware, okay? I just want to give you an update on that. I was there. I wanted to watch a video really quick, if you guys don't mind. I'm behind on this because I have an opinion. Some of you know my opinion. I don't mind stating it for you out loud about the Charlie Kirk assassination, which is fascinating, right? All the cards in my Power Packs vault keep climbing in value. I think they will keep going up this year till the 30th anniversary. Even then, after that, though, Pokemon cards only go up. That was my point. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But and I'm reading the chat. Cool. I'm very excited for Aaron's card, bro. That's a fire ass card to make that much money. All right, so check this out. So, like, on the 10th, right? What was that? Almost a month ago. We had Charlie Kirk get assassinated. And I have an opinion about it. And I said, you had this whole crew that was out to create harm for him. But then at the same time, as all this evidence keeps rolling in, unofficial evidence, and the opinions of many others, I'm going to speak very, very carefully here. I don't know if you can trust the story given if you understand private equity. And that's going to blow some people's mind right now, but do you remember a video I showed you guys? I showed this video years ago. It was of Dave Portnoy. And Dave, it's on Connect the Dots. It's on one of them. But Dave was talking about how he selected the CEO of his company. Her name was Erica. She comes from Yahoo. And Dave said, I brought you Erica. I met her at lunch. And I found her and I brought her to you guys and I said, she's the one. She's going to be the CEO of the company. I knew she was it. I knew she was good for the company. And so Dave Portnoy's convinced that he met her on a chance, that it was his doing. But if you listen to the interviews and you listen to the people talking, they say, no, Dave, I set you up with her. I knew who she was before. We worked with her over here at Yahoo. We got her the interview with you. We got her to meet up with you. And he's like, that's not how I remember it. He's like, no, I was getting a coffee and I was across the street from my apartment. And I came down and I saw so-and-so and they were there. So I introduced myself and we started talking. And I'm just like, yeah, that's how it happens, Dave. When people infiltrate in this private equity angle, it's a setup. And so, let me see what it says here. Didn't you remove the video because of that? Yeah, I think I did, but I got to go look for it. I'm gonna find it and I'll see if I can post it again. There's certain reasons why I can post and can't post, but I'm highlighting the narrative. I'm narrating this story for you for a reason. So I had recently saw a video of Erica Kirk and Charlie Kirk talking about how they met. And I'm like, okay. And they said Tyler Boyer, who is now he was the CEO and COO. He was just a CEO just a little while ago after Charlie got assassinated. But it said Tyler Boyer introduced Erica to Charlie for a job interview. We met for a job interview. We hit it off. We started talking, and halfway through it, Charlie's calling Tyler saying, "Oh my God, I'm gonna date her. I'm not gonna hire her. I want to date her." I don't think that kid knows what happened to him. It's my opinion. A woman like that doesn't date a dude like Charlie. She chased fame. She chased beauty. And I can see right through it. The setup for you to be the child of two individuals that sit on a different spectrum from the rest of the world. If you don't know what her parents do for a living, you should know. You should do your homework. But there was a kid on this side of the world that needed a companion who was single, who was not married, who people could see from a mile away to say, hey, this one person has influence, or this person has an establishment that has a direction and a voice. In a world, guys, let me tell you how many people they've sent my way. I'm just telling you, it's the God's honest truth. And the mods here know, and certain people in this channel know, because I have these conversations offline. I have record of them. I take pictures of them. You guys know. All you guys have been watching my show for 4 years, and I finally dropped the video that one night. I showed who was taking pictures of me, who was videotaping me at work. I told you I had the footage. People thought I was lying. I have the footage. I showed it live on the show. I put that in the vault. I said, nah, I'm protecting myself. But I know what's going on. So when you see people like Ian Carroll come over and say, hey, Rants, let's do a show. Let's pass some info. It's like, what? I'm the littlest guy on the internet. Why do you want to talk to me? Hey, Rants, my name is Bill Pulte. I want to do an interview. Why, Bill? Because I don't like you? A lot of people don't like you on the internet. A lot of people send you messages and videos and talk about you. Why are you talking to me? Hey, Rants, we're going to do this documentary. Want to interview you. You're the only YouTuber we could find that talks GameStop. I'm the only GameStop investor in the whole damn video. You're just like, why me? And they dangle the fruit in front of you. Rants, we're going to do a meet and greet. Can you come on out? Can you get on stage with Vivek? Can you get on stage with Ian? Can you get on stage with Bill Pulte? And I'm just like, why me? I turned down everything, guys. I turned down everything. I'm like, nah. It's like, oh, this guy don't want to play ball. I don't want to play ball. I want to expose the ball for truth. I don't think that was organic. Because then people say Erica met Charlie in Israel when he was on tour. Or, she had this organization, she had that organization. And it's just like, these are not what Charlie's all about. But you can infiltrate this guy. You can control this guy. Just send somebody at him to control him. And you can be his confidant. You can learn everything about him. Expose every little last detail. Now, who set you up? Your own people at that point, right? I'm just saying. I'm guessing. I'm brainstorming. I had the Dave Portnoy vibes when they told the story of Charlie's meeting Erica. Yeah. Yeah, watch this. You guys ready for this? I gotta watch this. I have not watched this video. It's 11 minutes long. I have not watched it. I just hit reply and like because I wanted to watch it with you in real time.
Bombshell evidence now suggests the breach inside Turning Point USA, the one that exposed Charlie Kirk's private communications, finances, and internal audits, did not come from hackers overseas. It came from inside. The data wasn't stolen, it was extracted, siphoned directly into a foreign tech firm with ties to Israeli intelligence. And here's the shocker. Erica Kirk's mother sits on that company's board. Yes, the mother of Charlie's wife, connected to the same firm, now accused of funneling TPUSA data straight into Israel's surveillance network. What are the odds? Too close for coincidence. It explains everything. The leaks, the sudden audit, the panic inside the organisation. Charlie must have realised something was wrong. But by then it was too late. Because this isn't old school espionage, this is data warfare. And you are in the crosshairs. Today's video is brought to you by VP.net, the only VPN I trust to protect my privacy from the deep state. VP.net has been engineered to block deep state actors from spying on you. Their military-grade hardware is impenetrable. Signing up to VP.net also really helps to keep my show on the air. Please visit vp.net/TPV to find out more. So Charlie Kirk had no coroner's report, no church funeral, No burial site or grave. His wife waived the autopsy. His family didn't attend his memorial service. And there's no official death certificate. Not a single eyewitness of the shooter on record. The ballistics report has been torn apart by experts. And now, an award-winning actress is taking over his movement. But it gets even worse. New evidence is surfacing that Israel had been spying on Charlie Kirk's daily operations, and through him, on the rest of conservative America. Sources familiar with the investigation reveal that Israeli intelligence gained access to Kirk's communications via Mossad backdoors, allowing them to see everything he was working on, every email, every message sent and received, and to scoop up the personal data of everyone who had any contact with Turning Point USA and its sprawling network of apps and online portals. And it gets even darker. According to multiple researchers, all signs now point to a larger operation. Israel and its allies in the global elite using Turning Point USA as a Trojan horse to spy on tens of millions of Americans.
Break a little bit of news on your program, Jesse. Our partners that do sort of geotagging with devices, they told us that they tracked over 277,000 devices in the vicinity of State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Wow. 277,000. So that just gives you an idea of the scale of humanity out there.
At the center of this digital web is a network of apps tied to Turning Point USA, including Turning Point USA, Turning Point Action, Early Vote Action, The Western Journal, Conservative News America, and numerous state GOP apps. Evidence shows these were developed by Superfeed Technologies Incorporated, a foreign for-profit company with extremely murky global ties. The fine print reveals these apps are sharing your personal information, including user IDs, device and other IDs, your location, including your precise location at any given time, and all app interactions, all comments, all opinions, all behavior online. Every click monitored, logged, and used to build a profile on you. If you've had any contact with these apps, I hope your personal details were protected. I hope you were anonymized. Because when you understand the nature of the people we're dealing with, when you understand that they've declared the internet their new battleground, when you understand you're in their crosshairs, the picture gets much darker.
We're going to have to use the tools of battle. You know, the weapons change over time, but we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are the social media.
Ready to go down the rabbit hole? Here's the shocker. The chairman of the board and CEO of Superfeed is none other than Tyler Bowyer, a senior figure at both Turning Point USA and Turning Point Action. For a company handling the private data of American citizens to be run by a TPUSA insider under a foreign registration raises unprecedented questions about who's really in control of the movement. But the revelations don't stop there. In an even bigger shock, researchers have uncovered that Erica Kirk's own mother, Lori Frantzvey, whose deep intelligence and federal connections were exposed in our previous videos, also sits on Superfeed's board. That's right. The mother of Charlie Kirk's wife, who herself has suspicious ties to federal agencies, is on the board of a foreign registered company, reportedly monitoring and logging the data of American conservatives. Grok says the odds of this coincidence are astronomical, 1 in at least 22 billion. Others are saying it looks less like a coincidence and more like a carefully engineered pipeline of data. But should anyone really be surprised? Nothing about the Kirk-Frantzvey family story quite adds up. And every day, more cracks appear in the carefully crafted public image. Her father literally wrote the book on the intersection between business and government intelligence. And her mother, the plucky small business-owning single mum, is somehow also an expert on the weaponization of EMPs and Israel's Iron Dome missile shield. Here's a 2012 Erica Kirk interview that most people missed until now, in which she accidentally let the truth slip out.
I've been able to travel to the Pentagon. I've been able to meet General Salazar, who's actually out here in Arizona. And so there's been a lot of things that have been going on, from working in the military, to traveling, to just being able to get out there, and a lot of work.
Even seasoned political observers are stunned at how deep this rabbit hole is going. From Erica Kirk's close ties to a man credibly accused in the Romanian press of child sex trafficking, to her mother's quiet position on the board of a company funneling TPUSA user data to Israel, the pattern is becoming impossible to ignore. A new threat is clearly emerging. The elites are no longer just influencing politics, they're waging war on humanity through information and data. And now they've stopped hiding it. Charlie Kirk's assassination was the catalyst that set off a chain of events that are threatening to extinguish the last flickers of free speech, privacy, and dissent. The same voices silencing American voices have now seized total control over the US TikTok algorithm. At the same time, Larry Ellison's vast tech empire, which he has openly described as being built to advance Israel's interests, is positioning itself to take over CNN, CBS, and other major media outlets. The pattern is clear. The information war is no longer theoretical, it's here. The architecture of a digital prison is being built around us.
Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
The message is clear. You'll be on your best behavior or risk punishment. Dissenters will be tracked, flagged, and silenced, like Charlie Kirk.
And the first thing a country needs to do is to unify all of their data so it can be consumed and used by the AI model. You have to take all of your healthcare data, your diagnostic data, your electronic health records, your genomic data. And in the Middle East, in the UAE, for example, they're incredibly rich in data. They have a lot of population data. The NHS in the UK has an incredible amount of population data, but it's fragmented. It's not easily accessible by these AI models. We have to take all of this data we have in our country and move it into a single, if you will, unified data platform.
This is the elite's endgame, a world of digital IDs, central databases, and total surveillance, all monitored and controlled from above. They are moving now in real time to lock this system into place. And if they succeed, privacy, autonomy, and dissent, as we've known them, will vanish into history. We have to fight back. Here's how. First, understand the battlefield. The war isn't being fought with bombs or tanks, it's being fought with data, your movements, your conversation, your finances, your identity, vacuumed up, cross-referenced, and stored forever in data.
All right, they got off the plot, so I left it, but cool. I think my theory still stands. I don't trust what I see with my eyes. So, it's just me. Another update for you is I have the bottom half of the S&P 500 updated. I want to say this is updated. Let me see how old this one is. Hold on. This is as of, I think right now. I'm mistaken, but it won't matter. We'll find out together. What I want to do is I want to make this an exercise. I want to go over each company in the S&P 500 and compare it. I did this last year. If you guys were part of the show last year, what I did was I compared it to GameStop. I compare the companies on all metrics, measurables, and what they're afforded versus what GameStop's not, and then to see if we actually deem an inclusion into the S&P 500, which I feel we do. I feel we're warranted that. We obviously won't get it anytime soon, which is okay. But it could happen. It should happen. But let's go see how far off we are. I'm going to look at, enough to where I stop looking. I'm not going to stop looking. So if you guys are going to be bored with this, I'm sorry that you're bored with my research, but this is how I cope with time in between investments. And by the way, GameStop 24.51 right now, and we've been live for 3 hours. Let's see if we can go another 3 hours. Charlie sold his soul. Try to get it back. Yeah, it sucks, man. He didn't sell his soul. He got bamboozled. He got tricked, and that just happens. So let's see if some of these companies are even worth it. News Corp. I've done them before. They had a good sheet the last I checked. They have a market cap of $16 billion. That means they do not qualify for the S&P 500 via market cap. So News Corp, I can tell you right now, NWS. Let's see if they are GameStop worthy. They have tons of net income. Not bad at all. Good PE ratio. Pay a shitty dividend. But they have an upside from the $30 a share all the way to $38.25. They think they're going to go up 25%. Even if they went up 25%, they still wouldn't give them the market cap to be in the S&P 500. So the quarterly, let's see how this looks. I'm just curious. Gross profit, which is $1.2 billion, solid. Operating income of $192. That sounds GameStop-esque, which is not bad. Taxable income, net income, because of taxes. Oh, man. Came in $743. Not bad for the quarter. That really carried them, huh? Because they usually don't do that kind of work. But not bad. So, that, they make good money. They make GameStop money. Okay, got it. Balance sheet, they're sitting on $2 billion. Not bad. Total current asset 4.8. Total liability, boom, 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 15.5. Not a bad sheet, bros. Shareholder equity. Man, they're getting there. 9.3 billion. Quality company, just no cash. Not enough cash for what I want to do. And they're trading at $15, 2x book. So they're a solid company at 2x book that looks like some good value. A terrible dividend, but A-okay. Not a problem. I don't think it could be worse. I'll put it that way. Could be worse. Right now, News Corp at number 503. I think they're decent. Is it CarMax? KMX. KMX. Well, let's look at that. Market cap of $6 billion. Get them out of the S&P 500, please. Okay, so we definitely beat KMX off the jump. I don't even care. I don't care what they do, what they say. They make as much money as we do. That's fine. They're doing a ton more sales. This is a crazy value. Price target is going to increase 42% to $63. Even if it went up to $63, that gives them a market cap of like $2 billion more. No. Not at all. Shrinking in revenue, which is fine. It's normal. Gross profit at $820. Op income is $151. Normal. Net income is $95. Normal. Terrible margins. Holy shit. How do you win in life? Your op margin is 2%. How are you ever going to make a profit? Wow, dude, there's no room here. There's no wiggle room. See balance sheet. They're at $500 million. 27 billion. Oh, no. 6 billion. No cash. That means they're stretched thin. It's already there. $41 on book value. And they're trading at 40. So they're trading straight book. But they shouldn't even be there. This company should be, it's a profitable company, but not enough for me to buy it. So I think GameStop has a whole better run than them. So I'll take GameStop over them for sure. East Chemical Company, EMN. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. $62. Look at that. Look at it. Bros, I'm a ninja, bro. I heard it. And I said, I'm going to catch that right now. I knew it. Damn, bro. I might be Neo. I did it twice. Oh, shit. Bro, that's amazing. Oh, man. Whoo. Cut that on film? You catch that on film? Ubers and Lyft vote to unionize past California today. Bro! Lord help me. Okay, let me see what we got here. So, Eastman Chemical Company. Eastman has no cash. Holy shit, they're broke. Oh, they got all these assets. Ew, gross. They're broke. $5 billion, no cash. $50 book. Oh, the one-time book, they're just flat. Oh, this is embarrassing. Let me see what this is real quick. Income. Let me see what they're doing. Boom. Oh, no. Wow. This is what we're talking about. Great company, bros. Great company. Margins. Oh man, and they're already in the S&P? Not for me. Not for me. I can't. You know why I can't do it, guys? This is why I can't do it. The reason why I can't do this company is right here. They're sitting on $400 million of cash. That's a cash burn of, you tell me where it's from quarter two to quarter two, they lost 20% already. They were at 856. Now they're down to 423. So when you're looking at a company, $400 million, guys, that means their operating income, they have no cash, and you make this much cash, but they're paying debt. Think about it. Almost 16% of their income is going to be an expense on debt. That's not good. That's not good at all. No bueno. No bueno. I'm just saying. Not for me. They pay a fat ass dividend though. 5.33%. Oh man, I'm putting them under my dividend stocks over here that I'll never buy. That's the only reason why they're in here. People are hanging on. Mohawk Industries. I thought we kicked their ass last time. MHK. Check them out, bros. Don't worry, I do nothing all day. That's all I do right here. Trash. They make money. Good for them. No market cap. Absolutely no market cap. Means they're trading well below their value. Oh, yeah, 180. Look at the margins. Lackluster. There's no life in this stock. You know what happens, guys? You get an S&P 500, you got nothing left. Look at $500 million. Get out of here, bros. $500 million. Current assets 13. Yeah, you're sitting on 8. That's a lot. It's a lot, bro. Book value of 133. I'm telling you, that's a lot of money right there. $8 billion. You see how much $8 billion is worth? $8 billion worth a lot of money. But 133 a share. What does it cost you? 132. They're trading below book, goes. What is it that people know that we don't know? Below book. Like, wow, if they're trading below book, we got to go get it. You got to know. Well, excuse me. One down round, how are they going to raise money? They're going to sell shares. So, yeah, I'll stay out of it. They don't have enough to survive for me. But I can understand where they get their value from. LKQ. LKQ Corporation. This is just based off of metrics, guys, off of measurables. This has nothing to do with the leadership, the product, the history, where they're headed. None of that. I'm just doing it. Your profile. Is your profile worth the S&P? Like this one has a 4% dividend. So right away, everybody's going to be like, look at this. Me personally, they probably do really well. $700 million. The finances are there, obviously. They have an operating income. They pay debt. Okay. They're bringing in $192 million a quarter. Like, those are GameStop numbers, which is fine. It's their margin. And they have good margins, high margins. It's a good company. See? But this is what I'm talking about. Like a company like this, given a good value, and they only have $200 million. How in the hell, $200 million, all the numbers are the same like GameStop. The value's there, everything's there. They got $2 million, $200 million. GameStop has $8 billion, guys. $8.79 billion. Like as much shareholder equity as these companies have, GameStop has that in cash. So, no, they have no cash. They're trash. It's a $25 stock. They're trading at 1x book. Right where they're supposed to be. Because they're already maxed out. These companies are maxed out. It's like, there's no growth here. These are just dividend stocks raking it in. That's all it is. HSIC. I'm looking for HSIC. Something about raise. Oh, but by the way, the market caps of these companies are dirt. Every single one so far under $10 billion. I don't know if you guys noticed that. All of them. 389. Now, GameStop's already beating them. I don't know what we're missing here in Henry whatever. Henry Shrine. Let's see what we got here. Operating income of 175 minus the interest, 125, $86 million. Look at it. Small little numbers. Gotcha. margins, free cash flow 2%, profit margin 2%, 5 ops and 31. I mean, that could probably be getting better, but if they're in the S&P, I mean, they've already been here for a while. They know what the hell's going on. Cash, $145 million cash. That means these guys just give out their money. Imagine if GameStop paid you a dividend out of their whole cash bucket. $8.7 billion. Imagine if that was only like $200 million. What would you be doing with the other $8.5 billion? Giving it back to people by doing share buybacks? Like, how high would the value be of the stock? Where would the price be of this company? It'd be outlandish. It'd be through the roof. But you look at these guys who did it, who borrowed and shelled out, and then you're like, hey, this is a quality company. They're comfortable. They're $28 book right now, and they're trading about 3x on books, 2x on books. So, no, it's just one of these companies that just like, they're dead. They're flatline. There's nothing there. And they're in the S&P 500, man. Match, MTCH. I'm waiting for one that catches my eye that says, you know what? They deserve to be in. They beat GameStop. They're monsters. Look at this, $8 billion. Get them out of here, bro. I don't care how much money they don't make. They pay a dividend, whatever. I guarantee you these guys have nothing carrying over. They don't have a single thing. I mean, for a company who's making, well, how much are they making right here? After all the pre-tax net income, 125 this. So what? 125 cash. 125 is what you're netting. Okay, well, let's go find out because your margins are 70-some%. You're an online dating company. And what do you come out to? You come out to cash on hand, $35 million. That's what I'm talking about. In 2 quarters, they went from $1 billion all the way to $335. They lost $600 million. You can't explain it to me. They're down 59%, 60% in cash. I told you. You can already tell. You can tell how companies are running from afar. Look, shareholder equity is negative. They're in the S&P 500, and they're absolute trash. They're negative on book value. Like, I can't trade this company. What is Match Group doing in here? I was about to say Matchbox 20. What are you guys doing in this shit? You guys are out of here, bro. I've never seen that anything in my life. So MTCH is definitely a trash-ass company. I have yet to see anybody who clobbers us, who just like we shouldn't be even considered. We'll go to FRT. I'm waiting to find one that's better than GameStop, and I haven't found it yet. Maybe it's here. It sounds like a bank. Federal Retail or Realty Investment Trust, FRT. Revenue, market cap is trash. Income's okay, I guess. A dividend they pay, of course. So you got to keep them in. Income comes out to no income at all. Holy shit. What in the hell is this? Operating income is 127. Okay. And they sell assets, they sell houses and stuff. Okay, cool. Profit margin's massive because of what they do. Finance, okay. Balance sheet. Yep, property and plant, of course, because that's what they are. I got you. $8 billion. Liability, shareholder equity 3.5. So their book value is $35 a share. They're trading 3x book. Yeah, but they didn't blow GameStop out of the water. They're just some weird ass company. They're not even where I'm at. EPAM. Nobody. I am not impressed by anybody yet. No, once I get impressed, I'll just sit back. Nope, no market cap, net income, whatever. They're tapped out. These guys are all tapped out. Low PE ratios too. Imagine all these companies, their PE ratios. Look at. I just want you to see something. S&P 500, their PE ratio 13:21. Okay. The current PE ratio for the S&P 500 is like 31, 32, realistically. And you're going to tell me that all these companies that I've been showing you have a PE ratio of 21.57. Look at this one. These guys had a what? 24. They're very low. So that means the real ones, the overweight ones, are just carrying these guys everywhere you go. EPAM. Let's go to EPAM. Get out of here, bro. EPAM. Okay, so back to this company. No market cap, nothing good, trash. Quarterly comes out to a decent number, I guess. 123, yeah, whatever. Okay, all average numbers, got it. Balance sheet, let's see what they're carrying. $1 billion. So now you're talking, you got $1 billion. Let's talk apples, let's talk oranges. They're $1 billion and they're sitting on $3 billion shareholder equity. Not impressed. $65 million on book value. and they're trading a 3x book essentially. So, yeah, I wasn't blown out of my way on that one either. CRL. Like, who are these companies, bro, getting in? We're better than everybody so far. Oh, here's a heavy hitter. Market cap, trash. Net income, loss. They don't make any money? What in the hell are we doing here? Operating income, they had taxes. Yeah, they lose money. Look at that one right there. 212 they lost that quarter. That's not good. Let's see what they got here. They got good numbers, though. Profit margin stuff. They got all the good numbers there. They might be getting better. Who knows? Balance sheet, $182 million. Get them out of here, bro. What in the hell, dude? APA and MGM. I'm still waiting, guys. I'm coming from the bottom of the stack. Let's see what we got here. $100 million. Trash. Oh, my God. Wouldn't even matter. They have net income. They have $1 billion. So you make $1 billion and all you have is $100 million. That's my point. They're making my point for me. Look at their PE ratios. 888. Man, these guys have been around for a minute. Nope. Not impressed. MGM. You guys got to be able to do it, casinos. Come on. P ratio's low as hell. Make some money. Good job. What's it look like? Profit margin of 1%. Balance sheet, they're carrying over cash. Good job. They're a casino, right? They should. All right, so they have $2 billion. Not bad. Assets of 41. Current assets of 38. Their liabilities are almost that already. Ew. Got no shareholder equity. They're $3 billion. That is not good. Book value of 10. 3x on book. You're welcome. Rants, how'd you know? Imagine if GameStop is 3x on book. It'd be like a $40 stock. Honestly. It's up there already. It'd be up there. It'd be $30-something. Just at 3x on book. So nobody in the first 10, huh? 3, 10, 11, 12, 13 ConAgra brands. CAG. Come on, CAG. You got GameStop written all over you, bro. I know you guys do. Not at that price. Holy shit. Revenue. You got some income. That's not bad. Income's not bad. Income's good. Income is good. Free cash flow means they have a burn. Oh, that's a little scary. I hope they have cash. Well, they had 68 million, 49 million, 378 million, 128. Now they have 698. I wonder where they got the cash from. Maybe an offering. Maybe they sold something off. Who knows? Yeah, I'm not impressed. I thought that was funny. Yeah, they got $7 billion in long-term debt, bro. Get out of here. Net cash and nothing. Book value of $18. Get them out. They're flat on book. No. There's nothing here. The cupboard's bare. They pay an amazing dividend, guys. That's where their money's at. Oh, I'm right. It's 7.5%. God, they're just ridiculous. They got no money. They're trash, bros. Whatever. 7.5%. Oh my God. You might make back your money. The stock's not going up, but you might make back your money. Dude, that is so sad. A market cap of $9 billion. And they have a crazy, they make $850 million. And that's all they got to show for it right here. Cash and cash equivalents last year, $68 million. Oh my God. Something's going on with these guys. Are they getting a tariff? I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. Sucks for them though. And my last one for the day, LW. Because that'll take us to 490 and then I can do 10 more the next day. Tomorrow. So LW right here. $69, $64, I apologize. No cash at all. Shocker. What else is new? All this bleeding, 1.7, book value at $12. They trade at 5x already. And yeah, they just don't have it. They don't have what it takes to be considered, GameStop-esque. I'll just tell you that right now. Nah, it's not gonna make it. Wow, dude. Look at, just poor guys. Poor guy. I don't know how this happens, bro. 5x on book and they trade this way. Now, so none of these companies, just so that we're clear, the bottom 13 I showed you, none of them have the market cap that it's going to take. I don't know if News Corp did. NWS, let's see. I couldn't remember. No, they still didn't have 20 billion. Yeah. No. Nobody has the market cap that's needed. That's funny to me. Traded cards. Let's see how many graded cards we have right now. We have 36. So 3,636 cards right now. See if we ended up selling that card from yesterday. Wow, there's a 10, but it's a Japanese version. So, no. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Damn, I got some old cards on here, huh? Hold on. That's just a year only? Okay, cool. Let's go to 99. It's still there. It's still there. But so is this Misty Merlin Pokemon. Whoa, what is this? Misty Prism. Merlin Pokemon Misty Prism 10, PSA 10, 1999. I have no idea what that is. But Merlin Pokemon. That's new. Bro, we got some random shit out here, bros. Let's see what I got here. Research and ID. That's what we have. Okay, well, we tried. All right, back to the chat. Back to the channel. Apologize. Let me read the chat for you. Whoa, 10 free memberships from Freddie. Freddie said something. Adam said, oh, was Adam being a bitch? Ryan Cohen doesn't want you, or Roaring Kitty. Roaring Kitty doesn't want you. Next quarter in December, GameStop is announcing their buyback shares. All right, Adam, now I know why they put you on silent, bro. About 100 warrants to see what it would feel, and it worked. Not sure who sold them. Me either. Freddie Bauer, 10 free memberships for the show. Lynn gets one. Congratulations. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, when you get a free membership with the channel, you do get one free super chat that I will read out loud to the show. You get one free super chat a month. So enjoy the memberships. And you also get to see the member-only videos, which I've done quite a bit this weekend. And even yesterday and last night. I think I did 2 different stages last night. If you didn't get them, so you see them. It says, check out SYM. I'll check it out in a minute. I got forced liquidated on 35 warrants in stash. Stacks a lot. I hope they gave you the $100, bro. Buy some shares. Super Microcomputers is blowing up with NVIDIA. When are people going to realize it's just round tripping? I will never know when. My experience, your broker will not give the option to execute a call option unless it is in the money. If you wanted to exercise a call that's out of the money, you would have to call your broker. Ooh, Brian, good job. That's absolutely correct. To a point. We'll have to check it out. They prevent out of the money execution because the contact holds intrinsic value. I'm sure warrants are similar. Can't wait to hear what you find out. Might have to just call them an exercise. Exactly. I'll gladly give you 4 shares now instead of 3 later. Yeah, but let's see. What do I need to exercise, guys? Let's just do the math now because I got, I can do this. I can exercise tonight. I'll be the first one. If I just call him and ask him, times 136. So I need $4,352. Okay, I won't be doing that shit. Nah, I'm good, bro. 4,000. Bro, I have a damn position in GameStop that took me 4 years to build. I can't exercise all the warrants that come with that. Not today. Hell no. I had to think for a second, bros. I'd be like, yo, that's going to be a hard one to convince the wife of. Be like, yeah, babe. Today was a good day in the market. What was made today so good? Well, I went ahead and exercised all these warrants they gave me. And it was Spanish Wednesday. I played some Spanish songs, mama. I did what I could. I did what I could for the people, for la raza. Brimstonk says, hey, bud, thanks for the knowledge earlier, GME. Hey, bro. Hey, do people even know the knowledge I put on you? I put on some knowledge on you. I love this community. You love the community. I love the community. I'm happy we can be here. I mean, it's the truth about us that I appreciate you guys is the fact that you guys can sit there and listen to me. If you can listen to me, you can listen to anybody. Because I know there's people who hate me, hate my voice, hate my haircut, hate my look, hate my fatness. They talk about me physically. Ugh. I say, man, who's that dude over there with the man titties? They say all that shit, bro. I tell people, calm down. Don't talk about me that way. I've never said anything negative about you guys. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I'm going to get up out of here. We'll see how the warrants execute and mess around for the next couple days. I will definitely be paying attention to a lot of things. If you guys see me, I have a short show tomorrow. I want to make this very clear to you guys. I have a very short show tomorrow, maybe just an hour, 2 hours. We will not be hanging out tomorrow. I have something to do after I got my phone call today. That made it perfect for me. I was happy to get that phone call. And we'll see how my life turns out. But for you guys, I just want to say thank you again for everything. Thank you guys for loving the channel the way you do. Thanks for all the love and support of the show. I do want to make this announcement to you guys because I do share the accolades of the show with you guys. So I will tell you that I'm going to go look right now. We're about to hit 14,800 people, subscribers to the show, which is pretty cool. But the actual memberships to the show, as of today, it's hard to carry an average because they go up and down throughout the week. But we peaked out at 835 memberships for the channel. We're at 786. To give you an idea, that's a gain from last month. It's a gain of 623 memberships. So a lot of people are joining the show, understanding what we're doing, and finding value in the show. So I just want to say thank you again for believing in me, believing in the community, and what we do for GameStop. But that's what I'm saying. You could get more shares right now for that 4K. You knucklehead. Freddie with 10 more, Freddie. I didn't mean it that way, Freddie. What a blessing to all you guys. Volume on warrants been higher than the stock most of the day. Yeah, some would attribute that with the price, but I would tell you it's a small float, man. That says a lot. But that's what I'm saying. So 10 more free memberships for the crew. Freddie's trying to get you guys in so you guys can see what we do. Enjoy it, though. Did I just rhyme a little bit? I guess. Thank you so much again. Now you have more members. God bless. Man, God bless you, Freddie. I wouldn't even know what to do with you at this point. Life is different with you. And all of you. Not just Freddie. Everyone. Each and every one of you guys who have been a part of the show. But I just wanted to share that information with you guys. Tremendous growth for us. As GameStop supporting community, what we've done, we've been able to build it bigger and bigger every day. I keep coming back. I keep making videos, but I've never really had the time and the opportunity to put my foot on the gas, and I do now. So I'm very proud of what we're doing. So thanks again, guys, for everything. Thank your fellow GameStop investors. You guys know who you are. Join the Discord. Join the videos. Join the membership. Do the thing, bro. It's GameStop. Can't stop. Won't stop. GameStop. Thanks again for everything, guys. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace. Later, I had 10,000, 12,000 more dollars in the stock. 13,000 more dollars. Dude, in a year, you're meant to tell me I'm saving more than $1,000 a month? Way more than that? Yeah. Sergio C. called it. What did he call it? I didn't see what he said. Tripod gang. Yeah, never seen this cat. Yeah, and I haven't seen him either, bro. And you know, I pay attention to everybody. I watch you every day, bro. Where? Through my window? I'll see your ass right here. I got to say, love the music. I can't always stay for the lives, but I love jumping in real quick while I'm at work and take a micro break and jam. There you go, bro. He said a micro break, a.k.a. piss break, because he grabbed his little micro weenie. I don't know. No, Joe, I know you're a good guy. Anyway, yeah, we're still live, Bert. I got this guy talking crap to me. Hey, Sweet Pea, LV, me and you, babe. EWV. There is no way, bro. You sound like a 1990s black singing group, bro. What's the group's name? EWV? Yeah. EWB. EWB. It's called Ecuadorians with Voices. That's what it's called for, bro. Alvi, I'm assuming. I don't know. What are you? Not educated with the voice. That's for damn sure. The warrants close to the strike price is $32 options. Oh, cool, Jonathan Yoder. You know about this stuff. Buying warrants feels like putting shares on layaway before Christmas. All right, bro. Ryan targeted the options market and bought the money to help out the company's bottom line. Bro, I'm thinking about putting $5,000 to the side. If I can put $5,000 to the side, then I can exercise all my warrants. If I put $4,500 to the side, I can exercise all my warrants. 4,500. I got to save up 4,500 over the next 13 months. I got 13 months to do it. Any plans, LV, on what I should invest in? Hey, should I go buy Bitcoin right now? Or should I buy the market? I mean, it's at an all-time high. I'm trying to make $4,500, bro, so I can exercise these GameStop shares, you know, burning a hole in my pocket, bro. Margin debt equals all-time high. Margin debt is at an all-time high. Over $1 trillion in margin debt. Oh, my God, this market is ridiculous. Hey, bros, when I'm here, there's going to be a day, right? What other company did warrants? Bed Bath & Gun. BBBY. They come out on, like, the 13th, 12th or 13th. Hello? Hey, guys, I don't get paid till, like, the 21st. What day is it right now? Today's the 8th? I got to go, like, 13 days with no money, bro. Fuck that. Fuck this life, bro. I'm done, bro. Done. I'm telling my mom I've had enough, man. Gonna go, bro. She's trying to tell me I gotta pick up my pants. Come on, man. I gotta wear a belt. What is this? Are we going to church? I mean, shit. I wear my Airwalks around this bitch. I do what I want. Yeah, you guys are not even on my level, bro. Echo shoes. What the hell is that? Garbage, man. Can't do this, bro. I just catching some vibes, catching the waves, man. Yeah, don't ever let me catch you trying to get on my wave right now, bro. All right, LV Dub, I'm gonna be looking for you, bro. If I see you hanging out, bro, it's gonna be far out, man. It's gonna be rad around here. It's gonna be Brad and Chad and Glad. That's it, bro. Be the best you ever had. Yeah, we're right there, bro. We're from the Dogtown, bro. Straight out of Dogtown, you know? I got me a little skateboard, got me a backpack and a bag of Fritos. And a Mountain Dew. Fuck it. Dip it in, bro. Yeah, did you see the volume on the warrants traded exceeded the volume of the shares today? Oh my God. So cool, bro. Dude, you catch Rip. Just catch it and ride all the way in, bro. LV, I'm assuming this is how you talk, bro. Hey, LV, where are you from, bro? That's what I want to know. Other than dumb fuck America. I don't know where you're from. Where are you from? Is there a city out there for all the dumb fucks? Just hang out? Oh, I just want to tell you. Oh, if you missed out on this. Nah, I just feel a certain way about you right now, bro. You ruined my moment. I was chilling with Mana, letting Anthony remember his grandmother. Like, he was having a good time. The vibes were going good. We're about to hit, like, a really good song. And then you come out with this shit. And deep down inside, I'm happy you did it, only because I know there's, like, favorite songs of, like, Amber who wants to hear a song. But you, bro, you really killed the vibe. Thanks, bro. I hear you're fun at funerals. Ugh. All right. Gotta get going, because I can't take this shit. Hey, bros, next time you try to tell me there's a better investment than GameStop, I'll remind you. $9 billion. I'll remind you. I own it, you own it, we own it. Roaring Katie, Ryan Cohen, the whole damn crew. I'll remind you, PSA graded cards, power packs, all the resells. I'll remind you, Grand Theft Auto. I'll remind you, Switch 2. I'll remind you, you're a bitch. Keep talking, punk. I swear to God, bro. I wait for these kids running, bro. Okay, so check this out, okay? He actually said 3 hours more about 2 hours ago. You did say that, Marantz. Oh, cool. Yeah, no problem. He was in the corner of an empty trailer home. Can of baked beans. What's wrong with baked beans? Thank you, Amber. It is Spanish Wednesday. We always play the best songs. Hey, you guys see this right here? This video? It's called Rite Aid, Connect the Dots, Part 44. I haven't watched. This is 6 minutes long. I haven't watched it, bros. Okay, but let me. I want to. Can I hear it with you guys for like a memory, like remembering stuff? Because watch this. Because I want to show you something right after we watch it. Okay, let's watch it together. Don't worry. This is gonna be good. I promise. Let's see. Connect the Dots, Part 44.
Guys, and good morning. Welcome back to Marantz Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Just rolled out of bed. I had a message from Big Boss Killer in the Discord. I know that's not his real name. It's okay. And he said, Marantz, can you go look at the board of directors over here for Rite Aid, who they just hired? I was like, oh, yeah. Well, we know about Rite Aid. We called this out, that they were going bankrupt, control the pharmacies. You guys know that whole end of private equity. But I wanted you to connect some more dots. So let's go for it. This is a bonus Connect the Dots, basically. Connect the Dots Part 44. No edits, no cuts. Let's do it. And let's look at these two new hires. These are brand new hires. Of course, when you file for bankruptcy, you bring in new people on the board of directors, and those individuals will be known as the CROs, the Chief Restructuring Officer, for what the courts deem they're the good guys, right? We just brought in these new guys. They're here to right the ship because it was all this wrong being done in the company. So let's look at Paul Keglevic. I don't know how to say his name. I hope that's how you say it. He was just added to the board of directors. He has 45 years of leadership experience, deep, expertise in finance, which is crazy to me. I don't know how old this guy is. I'm not going to fault him for being old, but you know how I feel about private equity and how they keep planting their people where they go, and that's what this is. So PwC, that's where he used to be. Okay, he was a member and partner with them. But yes, he is the Chief Restructuring Officer. I've told you this before. Whenever you see a CRO go in, this is part of the private equity playbook. And where did he work before? He worked at WeWork. That's where he currently works. We've talked about WeWork before.
Just so we're clear, WeWork went bankrupt, right? And Ascena Retail Group, who does the whole bankruptcies and stuff. So, damn, this is really good for me. Let's check this out. Let's see how this all played out.
Ticker symbol WE. Ascena Retail Group. Now, Ascena Retail Group, if you guys don't know, that's the malls. They own everything in the malls, guys, and they sell it all out. If you guys don't know, like Lane Bryant, Torrid, things like that, and Croft and Loft or something to the effect. But that's the way this goes. So I see where this guy is. I see who he is. And yeah, I'm not a big fan. Obviously, he's private equity ties. That's what you see there just based off of where he works. Carrie Teffner, who currently works, and I don't know what she would have any idea what to do at Rite Aid, by the way. But she was with the Ascena Retail Group, of course, and previously GameStop. Yeah, if you guys know the whole thing about GameStop had private equity embedded in it. Nobody believes me. And I told him Ryan Cohen pushed them all out. He pushed her out as well. So Carrie Teffner is gone. Teffner is gone out of GameStop. But let's go ahead and look at that young lady and her record as far as where she's worked. Board member at DXC Technologies, IDG, Industrial Data Group, an international data group gathering, whatever they do. BFA Industries, GameStop, Ascena Retail Group, Crocs. These are all dead giveaways for private equity, guys. PetSmart, Timberland, and then Sara Lee Corporation. Wow. So if you guys don't remember Sara Lee Corporation, I'll tell you all about it. Don't worry, we'll get there. But Kohlberg and Company, if you guys don't know, Kohlberg and Company went ahead and bought out Sara Lee at that same time from when she was there. And CJ, Freely? I don't know how to say his name, Freely. That individual there, he was the CEO of the company at the time when Kohlberg took over. If you don't know who Kohlberg is, that is the K in KKR. That is Jerome Kohlberg, his other firm. So it's private equity, yes, ties to it. That individual that I told you about, CJ, he was also at Darden Restaurants. I know we talked about that last night because other people have been on the board of directors for this company. Darden was out there putting pieces together, and those are your favorite restaurants, guys. Red Lobster, CPK, BJ's. I'm telling you exactly what they've done before. And then that was a deal with Golden Gate Capital. What are the chances it all links together? But private equity does this deal to deal. Additionally, that CEO guy worked for Sabe Corporation, which is owned by a parent company called, I believe it's Blackstone or BlackRock, one of the two. No, that was TPG and Silver Lake Partners. That was them. The one I wanted to show you was, oh no, we'll get there. Don't worry. The Ascena Retail Group, just so that we're clear, that was Sycamore that bought out a lot of their stores for $540 million. You guys know about Sycamore. We've talked about it. They were short on GameStop. What are the chances? Okay, Sycamore buys these guys out. Okay, they're the parent company of Lane Bryant, all of it. You guys got to remember this stuff. Ann Taylor, everything. But Sycamore also had GameStop, and they were short on GameStop, and it was reported their short position. So you tell me how they actually put somebody on the board of directors from this group over to GameStop all at the same time while owning it. And I'll tell you, they were attacking GameStop. The IDG, where she's at, I want you to know this. Look at this, okay? IDG, right here. She is present. She is there. IDG is the International Data Group. And who owns that? Blackstone. Blackstone is the parent company. They own that. And yeah, it's private equity. So if you guys don't think she works for private equity, you're dead wrong. DXC Technology. DXC Technology. I'm trying to remember why I put it up there. Oh, yeah, because it's up for grabs. Right now, she's in there. And, of course, they had a fallout on the $16.3 billion private equity deal they tried to do with a potential buyer. The unfortunate part, it fell through because they couldn't get the funding. They couldn't get it together this past year. This was in March, by the way. So she's still there. Obviously, she used to work at Crocs. If you don't know, Blackstone owns Crocs. They have owned Crocs for a lot of years. Went in there, gave them their seed. Well, I don't want to say seed money, but went in there and gave them a good amount of money. I believe it was like $200 million to get them going, up and going, and push out in front of you. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, those are all just coincidences, Marantz. No, they're not. That's connect the dots. If you don't understand it, if you don't understand how they put actual people in place, they go plant them in those companies to vote the way they want to, and that's what they're doing right now with Rite Aid. They took an individual that was previously at GameStop, previously at Ascena Group. It's all the same thing. Just know what you're looking for. And when you see the red flag, hit the door. Okay? It's really simple. Well, that's what I'm doing. But you guys can buy whatever you want. This is a short and easy one, just letting you know the connections don't end, and we keep following you. So private equity, understand, the more that you keep planting your people at more companies, and the more names I start to memorize, I'm going to keep exposing exactly what it is. Because GameStop is the only thing that's winning. If people only knew. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Every other private equity-owned business is trying to get the better of you. Just remember that. They're going to use media. They're going to use Twitter, Reddit. I don't even care. I'm still going to hunt them down and expose it because that's exactly what we need to do in this day and age. Expose it, bring out the truth, and invest better. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Connect the dots. Peace.
Wow. Isn't that crazy? 2 years ago, guys. 2 years ago, I made that video. So this was just announced. Rite Aid. Rite Aid is officially closing every single building. Rite Aid is completely closing down. And let's go right here. Worst pharmacy collapse in 63 years. Rite Aid Pharmacy permanently closes all stores after $3 billion lifeline fails. 1, private equity is not giving out any money right now. No one wants to invest. 2, I told you that those people were sent to that company to destroy it, and they did. It only took them 2 years to do it. And this just proves that Connect the Dots is 100% correct. This is just another thing on my bucket list of I told you so. Bros, if I had a track record for me saying, I was right. I love you too, Anthony. You know that. You're my boy. Bro, my tracker would be long as hell, bro. Anyway, I used to wear Airwalks and Echo clothing. We all know. Stock is shitting all over the place. What stock? What stock is he talking about? Is he talking about GameStop? How dare you? GameStop was green today. Bro, are you serious? GameStop is literally green today, bro. Like, come on, man. Up 25 basis points? What in the world? The Fed could cut the rates 25 basis points, but if we're up 25 basis points, it should not bad. Damn, if I had a short fund and Marantz is my advisor, I would kill it. Go figure. And again, let me tell you something, bro. True story. I had a guy come up to me and tell me this. He said, Marantz, I watch you connect the dots. I said, yeah. He goes, I think if I short everything you talk about, I'm a millionaire. And I said, I think you shouldn't do that because I don't know what could happen to you. And I don't want to be the reason it happens to you. Just like when it comes to investing in GameStop, I'm very scared for all of you. Because one, I don't think you have the mentality I do. Two, I don't think you have the mentality I do. So I'm just like, man, these people, because I had somebody once buy $40,000 in, and they were like, oh, I bought in $40,000. Oh my God. And then like they sold like the next month. And I was like, what happened? Well, it was down, so I sold. I was like, oh, I thought you were going to keep buying. Like me. I'm just going to keep buying. Shorting GameStop is the same as declaring bankruptcy. Do something, bro. Okay, well, and then I'm going to get out of here. Anthony's leaving, I'm leaving. And just want to say thanks again for all the love and support of the channel, guys. I know I said I was leaving like 3 hours ago, but this time I'm really leaving. Appreciate you guys again. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. It's GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. We got another one right. Connect the dot, people. You know what it is. I'll see you around Team 51. Get at me. Love, support the show. Watch all the videos. I'll get at you very soon. Peace.